I've been working a long time now. I've been working for free. Don't nobody around this town give a damn about me. I've been slaving away all my life through the whip and the chain, and help but feeling like I'm going insane. Give a nigga a break. Give a nigga a break. How much more can I take? Give a nigga a break. Give a nigga a break. Give a nigga a break. How much more can I take? Give a nigga a break. I just married my beautiful wife, and I can't pay the bills, and I just wanna buy her a house out in Beverly Hills. How the fuck did I not be on yet? Almost 30 years old. How the fuck did I not be so hot when a nigga this cold? Give a nigga a break. Give a nigga a break. How much more can I take? Give a nigga a break. Give a nigga a break. Give a nigga a break. How much more can I take? Give a nigga a break. I've been down on my luck for some time. How the fuck you got yours when I ain't got mine? Can't you see that I'm not doing fine? Give a nigga a break. Give a nigga a break. How much more can I take? Give a nigga a break. Give a nigga a break. Give a nigga a break. How much more can I take? Give a nigga a break.
Rest in peace, my granny, she got hit by a bazooka. Kaboom, kabloom, kaboom. Rest in peace, my granny, she got hit by a bazooka. Yeah, I think about it every time I hit the hookah. Kaboom, kabloom, kaboom. I was in my room trying to teach my little sister. Then I heard a boom and it sounded like a missile. Who that is, what that was, oh that granny, she does. What the fuck they hit her with, what the hell they hit her with? A freaking bazooka, bitch. Every time I close my eyes, I'm drawing pictures of that blitz. Every time I close my eyes, I'm thinking about how they did you quick. Granny, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to go ahead and forgive and forget. I don't know what you want me to do. You gon' slide, you gon' lose your whole crew. Homicide when I think about you. If you was our nigga, what would you do? Rest in peace, my granny, she got hit by a bazooka. Yeah, I think about it every time I hit the hookah. Kaboom, kablow, kaboom.
Rest in peace, my granny, she got hit by a bazooka.
Yeah, I think about it every time I hit the hookah.
Kaboom, kablow, kaboom.
hello.
Hello?
Hey,
Next question.
What is it, Marcus?
you gotta answer for your crimes, man.
What crimes?
Why'd you do that?
Do what?
Why did you do that to Nuki?
Oh, there's like many reasons behind it, but the main one is that like Gamma was constantly hating on like his community, saying he hates everyone for like no reason at all. Besides like people saying his tires costed too much. And like Gamma was just being an overall bitch about it, and I hated him for that. And like I was like telling him that like we still like you, Gamma. And then like Gamma said like no, and he like said he doesn't care if we die like the next day.
Oh my goodness.
And then like and then like there was like a whole argument about it on Jimmy's stream. The call was you can go watch the call if you want. But it was just like in short,
That might
Gamma
be
doesn't
fun.
care about Nuki. He doesn't care about his community apparently.
Well,
And,
I
like,
mean, I think that was pretty clear.
So
I think he's made that clear a lot,
if he
though.
doesn't care about Nuki, why is he so upset about me getting admin and just nuking him twice?
Well, didn't he have like an archive channel for like certain things though?
No.
I thought
Archive chat was a different thing.
so there was nothing important in that? Like nothing important for like
I wouldn't know if there's nothing important in it, but they're retards for keeping all their information in a public Discord server where almost everyone is a moderator, and you keep saying, "Oh, I hate my mods. I hate my mods."
I guess that's
Like,
fair.
dude.
I guess that is kind of fair, actually. I guess that
Like
is.
something's gonna happen
fair.
eventually. Cause how it went down was that we were all in Donda chat, like conspiring against Dookie. Junk Drawer went and said, "Jimmy, you should delete Dookie." And then Jimmy was like, "Nah, I can't do that." And then they both came up with the idea to have me do it. And then like I went in, got admin, just like started nuking things. And then the next time, I like tricked Shelby into giving me my role back that had admin. He didn't know that role had admin. And like I posted an announcement, so it was your own guy, and just deleted Nuki. Again.
I guess to be fair, I do agree that you probably shouldn't keep anything important like archived on a public Discord where you give random people mod. You should probably keep it somewhere else as well.
Yeah, and then like when you're saying you hate those mods also,
you might piss one off.
you
Yeah,
can't
I can see
re-
that.
yeah.
I can see that happening. You might piss one off and then they might do something against you.
Because remember, he apparently doesn't. That's the one that got me the most. Like, oh, so you won't care if we just die the next day? All right. And then like I just started hating the guy.
Cool. Okay.
Because he clearly does care. But like he's not.
I was gonna say like obviously like okay. Obviously, like the chatters, like when he says he doesn't care about his chatters, like he just means like he's not friends with you guys. Like that makes sense. He's not like actual physical friends with you guys.
He doesn't have to be friends with us.
But saying he doesn't care if you like died the next day is like not true. Like if a chatter of mine died the next day, I'd be like, damn, that's like really sad. I probably would choose not to stream, maybe just like, you know, just to out of respect for them or something. Like I wouldn't be like, oh, who cares?
Marathon ruined this guy. And the little thing that we're going with right now is that my aim sucks, okay? And I was trying to delete Marathon chat instead of Nuki chat, okay? That's what happened.
Oh, you're trying to delete He has a Marathon chat? He has a chat for...
Yeah.
But isn't that game, like, retarded?
Exactly. It actually ruined him. Because, like, he made a little hug box thing with him, Queeman, Hellbent, Perry, and I think Freddy. And that's pretty much it.
That's, like, evil.
But I kept asking, like, why don't you, like, why don't you make a group chat? He said, he doesn't have to or something. Or why should he have to? If he doesn't want to get bothered at a public server, while you're in a public VC.
Yeah, that is
Make
actually
a
kind of
group
silly.
chat.
That is kind of silly. You could just make a group chat. That does make a lot more
He
sense.
said on Jimmy's stream, he said Nuki was giving him too many problems. Just delete it. And he said, I'm not obligated to delete it. And then he said to leave if you have a problem. And then Junk and Jimmy proceed to respond with, I'm not obligated to leave. Like, dude.
Okay, that's pretty funny. Gamma's this marathon game has really ruined Gamma. Like it's starting
Gamma
to like
got his brain melted.
His brain
there
is
is
melted.
no way you are going to say, well, I'm not obligated to delete the thing that is constantly giving me trouble with my life. Like, dude, shut up. There's no way any normal person could come to that conclusion. If I was getting constant problems from this chat and I didn't care about it, I would just delete it.
That is fair.
I would just delete it or close it down.
That is very
And then
fair.
and then I'm not obligated to do it. No one is saying that he has to delete or that he's obligated to. People are saying that he should delete it.
Yeah.
That he should
Like
leave
if it's
it
giving him
alone.
problems.
But he chooses not to, which just gives him more problems. Dude, when he said I just wanted to buy some tires in peace, that was awesome, man.
I just want to buy tires in pieces. Crazy.
I think his tires were like $400.
I'm confused.
Not $400, $1,400.
No shot. It's that much.
I'm not joking.
Okay. I'm confused. He can't just like turn off notifications or just like ignore the notifications while he's trying to get tires?
No, because what Gamma will do is that he will sit in a public VC where everyone can join, and then he will proceed to complain about being bothered when people go in there to talk to him. And then he has like the Janny sweeping squad on, where apparently like he has their balls in like a super twist, and they refuse to admit Gamma was wrong for anything. Because apparently deleting Nuki chat is the equivalent of burning down a library, which is insane. Absolutely. And then I got told, why didn't I back it up? Why is it my job to back it up when I'm just the one deleting? My job was just to delete everything. I was literally told, destroy everything. And I did.
Well, okay. I will say
Why is it my job to back it all up?
Okay, I will.
That's a Janny's job.
I will.
And then
say,
Gamma
I will
said
say that I will say that you probably shouldn't have done that. Like that is probably something you shouldn't have done.
It's hilarious that.
It's definitely not something you should do. I don't think I condone like nuking discords.
I just wanted to get rid of Gamma's problems for him. Okay. This was clearly causing Gamma a bunch of stress, and I think he just needed to take a break from Nuki chat.
Hello, Mira Tazapine. Hello, wife. Hello, Fox. Hello, Koopla. Hello, Ben. By the way, I never said hi to everybody. Hello, Raven.
But then it's like, it's like super dumb. It's like, I'm just gonna keep going in circles because like I don't know why he didn't delete it. I don't know why he just didn't say that he cared about Nuki and the fans, because he obviously does. If he like cares this much about this chat, and then he said the research is gone. Why?
Well, that's why I was asking about the archive channel, because is that where he keeps like important?
No, apparently. He apparently doesn't keep the research in the archive channel.
Oh, then I'm confused, I guess.
Like, I ignored the archive channel for an explicit reason. And then, like, this guy proceeds to say, well, I'm gonna keep my shit in there. It's like, bro.
I see.
Like, dude.
I see now. I see now the situation.
And then QQ also said, "Would it be funny if I got 100 Indians to mass report Jimmy's channel?"
Okay.
That, first of all, that would be insanely funny. I think everyone would find that hilarious.
That would be
And
really funny. Yes.
Second of all, it's completely different because I didn't nuke the whole server and delete it permanently. Whereas if you mass report Jimmy's stuff, all of his stuff would be gone forever, and there would be no recovering. So
yeah,
okay,
I will say that is very true. Like, okay, comparing that to nuking a channel, because his channel, right? They're comparing it to nuking a channel.
Yeah.
See, that doesn't work because the channel is like where you make like monetary, like you actually make money through that. So you're taking away his possibility to actually make like money or, like in like for example, if you delete his channel, like you're getting rid of his ability to grow the channel and actually like, you know, make a living out of it and make money and whatnot. You're basically taking away his like main source of like income. A Discord server is not like doing that. It's not his main source of income, obviously, but Discord is just Discord. Like if it gets nuked, you could just make a new one. Like it doesn't really change anything, I guess, is what I would say.
Gamma is also, I wouldn't call him exactly, well, I would call him a liar. Well, I don't know how to put this. You could probably explain this, like, once I explain it. What Gamma does is insanely annoying. He will go and, like, make your argument seem far, like, he will rephrase your argument to make it look like the most retarded thing ever, man. And it's insanely annoying.
Okay. I think everybody knows that about the game. That's the Gamma way. That's just the Gamma way. I think everybody knows that about.
I hate it, like, dude. I just hate it because he was doing that with this, trying to make it seem like we were begging this guy to go into IC chat when we were just asking him, why don't you go into IC chat? And he won't just admit because it's not made by him. Because everyone knows it's like a territorial thing. Well, I'm getting a territorial thing from Green, and I think I agree with him on that because it's clear that he's not like going into IC chat because it's not made by him. It's really retarded.
Well,
Marcus, save this guy.
Well, thank you for clearing that up, I guess. I didn't even know this happened.
Gamma's super mean, Marcus.
I think Gamma's just going through it right now. I think you guys just got to give him a break. All right, he just paid like $1400.
Gamma doesn't need a break.
You heard the song at the beginning. I mean,
was that Gamma's granny?
No, give a
nigga a break.
Maybe you guys just got to give him a bit of a break. He's probably going through it. He just spent $1400 on tires, you know.
Dude, oh my god, that's insane.
So that's
that's like genuinely insane.
That definitely would make me. That would definitely make me a little upset, you know. So maybe you just
Gamma has a Dodge Challenger, I think.
Is that like an expensive car?
Yeah, pretty expensive.
He should probably like not have such an expensive car if he's gonna have to pay so much for tires.
True. I'm gonna get a black Hellcat with tinted windows.
Dude, why? You're like not doing your race a favor, man. That's like the most like black person thing ever.
I literally only said that because I wanted to do what the Goonaside person did. If you know who that is.
I don't know
the guy who went into it. So it was the first person to commit suicide by Goon. Because what he did is I think he drove into like a drive-through of like some sort of Hooters thing, just like jacking off.
What the fuck?
Within like a black Hellcat with tinted windows.
Oh.
Or it was a purple Hellcat. I couldn't remember. But then this guy the next day after like, because the person at the like Hooters thing was like recording, and then like he drove away, and this guy the next day or so proceeded to commit suicide. And then people marched up to that place and was like, justice for the goon or whatever. It was like super funny. And then everyone found out this guy had a wife and kids.
Are you talking about that? You're talking about that guy that went to the Bikini Beans, right? And he like was jerking off in his car, and they were like, "Oh, that's disgusting."
Yes, that's exactly what I'm
That
talking
happened in
about.
Arizona, man. That happened like where I live.
Uh-oh. Marcus Gunasov.
I actually went to a Bikini Beans once. My wife asked me for coffee, and I've never been to one. And I was like, "Oh, here's a coffee place," and I drove up to it. And I had no clue what was about to transpire. I didn't. I guess I never really. It never really clocked in my head that maybe it's like Bikini Beans. Like that would mean like their tits are out. You know what I mean?
Marcus couldn't help himself after what happened.
She didn't know that either.
Melon dog doesn't wait.
I told her before going there. I was like, there's this Bikini Beans place. Or no, she did know. And before going there, she was like, "Wait, why are you going there?" And I was just like, "To get you coffee." And she was like, "Please don't go there." And I was like, "Okay." She was like, "You realize they're all," she was like, she basically said, "You realize they're all fucking whores, right?" And I was like, "Oh."
Did you hear that Gamma works at a Bikini Beans?
He probably would do something like that. What does he have to wear? Like a Speedo or something? Like he has to wear like those little.
No, Gamma is actually an M to F.
Oh.
Riru just said that you are lying on her and that you're a stupid fucking
No, she basically called the women that work there like disgusting whores. I mean, that's basically what she said. She was like, if you work at Bikini Beans, you're like a disgusting whore. That's what my wife said. She said that specifically. Why did you kick me? I didn't kick you.
Why did you kick me? I was about to say it.
Did someone move you? Oh, yeah, you kicked yourself. Well,
couldn't
actually,
get Marcus stream taken.
Well, Raven, I'm glad you.
All of the unks don't find the Nuki deletion funny, but everyone else just finds it insanely hilarious.
Well, Raven, thank you for like clearing up this Nuki drama for me, so I could properly digest the situation.
Do you want the Jimmy call?
That actually would be funny to watch.
Yeah,
that'd actually be pretty funny to watch if Gamba does say something silly like about his tires.
I don't think that's in this call, but
Oh.
You could ask Junk Drawer about this, and he will tell you.
Oh, I guess my wife wants to go to Bikini Beans and then go to Hooters after work today. That sounds about right.
Marcus is gonna like rape everyone there. 500 Marcus.
I've actually never been to a Hooters before. Have you been to a Hooters? Like, is the food good at least?
I've never been because I don't find women that attractive.
Oh, you're more into men. Is that kind of your move? Well, I
would go
thought
to
some
a
of them
femboy
have
Hooters.
Oh, I thought Hooters had some men in there.
Barely.
Oh. Well, I guess that makes sense.
I would go to a Marcus Hooters where there's just like a bunch of melon dogs like serving you in like little melon hats.
Oh, that would actually be a good idea. I should do that. I should actually.
And they're like wearing melon, like, and their like shirts are like carved out watermelons.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think that'd be a good idea. I should probably do that for like a restaurant someday.
You should.
Then everybody would love to go.
Melon dogs. It would be awesome. Marcus is getting like an army of white dogs. That would be awesome.
Only white, yeah. Only white.
Can't be brown. No.
No, cannot be brown. It can't be black nor brown, only white.
Except for the lips. The lips can be black.
Maybe a little bit of maybe a little gray. Like if they're older, you know, they can gray a little. It's fine. All right, Raven. I'm gonna watch this drama and then.
You?
No, well, that's up for debate.
Okay, because
It's a possibility. I can
say nigga 3 times if you're scared.
You're trapping me. I don't think I should do that.
Nigga, nigga, nigga.
Yeah, I mean, you can say that. He can say that. Okay. Now we can tune in to the drama. So Falgi made a response called My Response. We'll watch that. I found a few of the Rena messages. I kind of want to read them because they'd be funny. And then, I don't know. I checked out this. I saw this video. Oppblocks, Falgi's entire life just imploded. It's by Archive or whatever, however he spells it. I thought maybe we'll check it out. Maybe he actually does a good job of displaying the whole thing for me so I can get a little understanding. You said it's so Gremlin-like, Raven. Yeah, he kind of did. But let's see what Falgi has to say.
I know this video is long overdue, and I want to make something very clear at the jump of this video. This video is about accountability and clearing up any misconceptions that I can. This video is not about placing blame on anybody but myself. I take full responsibility for my actions, my personal events, and my words, and that is how that's going to be. First,
Actually, now I'm starting to see something. Why is there a crease? Okay, so you guys see how there's like 3 doors. The left one's obviously to probably like a hallway or something. And Rouse stream I saw this. I assumed the middle one was like maybe it was like a closet. But I see a crease now going towards that 3rd door. What the fuck is that crease? There's like a weird crease.
First and foremost, I know my initial response was inadequate and it shouldn't have happened, and I apologize for that. Talking about the start of the channel, this channel started in 2024 with some diesel mods, and as it progressed and we started gaining more and more momentum and things like that, it did become its own channel. People like, for instance, KJ and Ash would begin to join the channel as Ash. They would do editing and then eventually hosting and then thumbnails, as well as KJ, who would do research. I want to make something very clear. Ash and KJ were paid. On the screen here, you will see Ash's payments for the time that they worked with me. Ash was also paid for not only just thumbnail work, hosting, and any type of editing, but as well.
I mean, was anybody claiming? I don't think anyone was like claiming they weren't getting paid. I think the problem is that you're like getting rid of them. I think that's more of the issue.
D&D maps that were supposed to be for a D&D game.
It's the titty monster in his walls, Marcus. Oh. Tidy? Titty? Why titty? Hi, Cryptid.
The total that
Can I get the stream where he
KJ,
jerks
by
off?
his own request, had asked donations to his throne. You can see the total.
Can I get
amount
the stream where he
here.
jerks
In the beginning,
off?
when Ash was helping the channel, it was under my understanding, even when they said it in call, that some editing and thumbnails were done as a friend favor because they liked the channel. Over time, Ash did ask to be compensated. You can see the message here when I reach out to them after.
Hey, just to speak privately for a moment from Channel Rev, it's been percentage based regarding the channel, so it's never really been a flat rate because the channel doesn't have a consistent revenue source to do that with. Moving forward, I'll be more proactive as highlighting that plus the money for maps. I appreciate you letting me know.
After that voice call conversation, I wanted to make sure that they were compensated for their labor because they
TIDY, like tidying up. Oh, like getting, like cleaning up. Oh, hi, Benson.
They were working for the channel and they were doing great work. And that kind of comes up into the call that's been released regarding the firing of Ash, KJ, and Q. It's completely my fault. I was not upfront with my friends. I was not honest with my friends. In my mind, I'm thinking I'm sparing their feelings, but in reality, I'm not doing that. I'm hurting them more. It's something that I will have to live with the rest of my life and move forward with. But over time,
I don't think this guy cares.
My sadness started turning into resentment, and that's not appropriate. It doesn't match the person I am on camera and the person I try to be. Everyone has personal events, and when they leak, it's terrible. That's still not appropriate. Things that I've said, either jokingly, offhandedly, could still be taken very seriously because they hold serious weight. And it's just inappropriate to do so. It's not the person that I want to be. A little bit later, I had heard things regarding the KF account that caused this Makari breakup that was becoming active again. Makari had also stepped forward and given over her server. I passed this off to FPS Diesel, and I will say this right now, it was incredibly inappropriate because I didn't
All of these people, all these names, know nothing about these people, man. I'm gonna be honest. I don't get
know
it.
if it was or wasn't him. The allegation that it was KJ.
This is why we have archive. This is
stupidly
why we have this
coy.
guy. This
It
guy
looks
seems
like I'm
interesting.
trying to
According to Mira, he is a PDF though, so I'm scared.
destroy his reputation, and it's exactly what I didn't want to happen.
Yeah,
but it's
Raven, say hi to
how it should be
Koopa,
received.
dude.
Is stupid,
Be nice to
inappropriate,
Koopa.
and vitriolic. It wasn't right. I wasn't being honest with how I felt. I wasn't being honest if I felt hurt and things like that, and that festered in all the wrong ways. Addressing blackballing claims, I want to just state now that I never directly participated in any of those, but I recognize that people around me did in some capacity. I've seen the messages from Cloudy, I've seen the DMs, and I'm not particularly happy about them. They upset me, but they upset me in the way of she did something wrong because she thought that she was protecting me. And I didn't
He's a file on a computer? Yeah.
stop her from doing that. This is not a breakup. This is me addressing what I did wrong in our relationship by not helping my partner. She didn't have to do all that. She shouldn't have done that. And that's on me. She has her own things that she has to apologize for, to take accountability for.
This just feels
and
like
that's what she
this
will
just feels
do.
like bullshit.
But
I don't know.
do want to make it very clear that it's my fault. It's my fault for allowing her to do that, and it's my fault for making her think that she had to do that to protect me. Finally, I want to say I'm sorry, specifically to Ash, KJ, Q, FPS Diesel, Becca the Cope and Seeth, and anyone who's ever been associated with the channel. I want to apologize. My inadequacies, my rhetoric, and my actions or inactions caused hurt, caused damage, and it's not something that you make up with one specific statement. To the audience, I want to apologize again for inadequacies within my first response, as well as apologize for the way that I've acted. You have every right to feel disgusted. You have every right to feel angry. You have every right to feel confused and every right to feel hurt. It's on me.
I just can't help but feel like this whole thing is just you got caught, I got caught, so now I'll make a response. I feel like it's not like a, kind of like what we talked about yesterday with Himpleton, where it's just like, so if this never came out, like, would you have even apologize? And it's like, no. Like, that's just how it feels.
It was always on me. It doesn't matter if
That's
I was a
actually
direct
so true,
participant or not.
Koopla. That's actually so true.
My actions or my inaction made these things occur. And I'm sorry. Where do we go moving from here? For now, the channel will be put on a hiatus. The reason being is that I need to take the time to better myself offline, bar none. I need to take the time to do that, and I need to take the time before I could ever come back to content creation to make sure that I rectify and make amends for the wrongs that I've committed.
If this guy doesn't stop with the
making-
zooms. I was gonna say, dude, what's with the fucking zoom in, zoom out shit? Like, if you're gonna make a response, why are you actually editing it? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why are you actually, like, putting effort into editing it where you're actually, like, zooming it in, zooming it out? It should just be a simple, like, unedited. Maybe you cut out a few parts where you don't say anything or something, sure. But, like, I don't know. The editing part is just so weird to me. Like, he actually went on an editing software so he could, like, do the zoom in, zoom out shit. It's, like, that's just so weird to me. He's like, here's a good spot where I can zoom in and zoom out. Like, what the fuck? Like, this is supposed to be, like, an I'm sorry response video.
Men's actionable change. The
Most plain room I've ever seen, bruh. Prison room for real. Hi, Sliggins. Hi, Sligger. Oh, it's my boy. Marcus, the squirrel outside just blinked my entire social security number at Morse code to me. I'll be right back. I gotta handle this. All right, Cryptid. I hope you handle it well. Marcus, I'm getting a new PC, bro. I'm so hyped. Huge. One of these days, I might get a new one, bro. I might need to get a new one. I mean, I like my PC, but I think I definitely need to, like, upgrade. I don't know if I should just upgrade my current one, or I should, like, just get a new one. Sligger? Yeah, Sligger. Oh, Sliggins is a Sligger. Oh, I mean, that's just what he is.
action needs to come after putting in the work. So that is what's going to be happening with the channel. Thank you guys so much. What I would like to say is please, 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 please Do not harass any of the mods. They had nothing to do with this. And
Wow, Big Aaron. We've been together for how long now? And this is what you repay me with? Okay.
I really just, it's on me. It's on me and Cloudy. So please just don't do that.
Okay. Yeah, this guy is definitely like, it's definitely a situation of just like, you got caught, you got put into a corner, now you make a response. He had plenty of time to do like a proper like, hey, I'm sorry. But it's only when things start to look really bad that he finally is like, okay, I'll do a response. If nothing ever got pushed to that point, he would have never made this. He would never feel sorry. He wouldn't care. He'd probably keep going. Yeah, this guy's like a fucking retard. Is he Jew or Italian? It could be both. It could be both. It could be both. There's a fair shot that he might be like a mix, maybe. I'm leaning towards more... I'm going to be honest. I'm leaning towards more Italian because of the hair. I think maybe if he was, you know, Jewish, it'd be a little different. But the face structure, you know, the mustache and everything, it screams Italian. And the sad part is, Chad, is I myself am Italian. So it's not good. I mean, this isn't a good look. All right, Archive, what do you got for me?
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the show. Thank you so much for
Why does he
stopping
actually have
by.
such a nice, like, setup? Why is this so, like, nice? It's just a very nice little room.
Hi, family friend of the show, Falgi. You know, we love Falgi so much. We have great hits from Falgi, such as this. Many pictures of him in maid dresses. It's pretty cool. Here's Falgi as Epstein.
You know, I actually remember half my chat being like, God, Marcus, look at Falgi. He dressed up as a maid one time. Isn't it so silly? Meanwhile, he was jerking his fucking penis to you. He liked it. He liked that you were reacting to that. He was jerking his shit off. He was jerking off. And you guys ate it up. You guys ate it up. You guys were eating it up as he was jerking his shit in his little maid costume.
Tried, I really did. This is what happens when you're a fucking millennial in the computer all day on Discord and don't go outside. These are the people who defend him. Oh my god, dude. Falgi, the Oppblock, has been a pillar of the community in the ACC. But for the most part, the ACC is a fucking cesspool of retarded adults and also children. And predators, child molesters, you name it, zoophiles.
It's genuinely... Okay, I'm going to be dead ass. It is... We helped get him off live. Yeah. Yeah, you did. It is genuinely like... It's... I can't... what was I saying again? It's kind of sad how, like, all of the ACC, for the most part, everybody involved in this, right? Falgi... You got Lio, Gilded Pooh, but for example, another addition. These are all men in like their 30s and 40s. This is all like millennials, by the way. And they're part of this weird community that's basically just filled with like autistic fucking like kids, basically. Because it's the fucking art community. Like all of it is basically just like autistic, like art people. Not saying like autistic people are like evil or anything, but it's just like these people are like old ass fucking adults that have nothing better to do with their lives than talk about fucking art drama. Man, my fire ass message got auto modded. Oh, he was for sure plugged up on those streams. Oh, he for sure was. They are evil. Hi, cats. No, they definitely are. Like, the more I think about it, the more, like, the worse it gets. Especially at yesterday, learning that, like, Gilded Pooh, like, was he doing again? He was, like, e-dating people, or he was, like, hitting on people in his Discord. He was using his Discord to, like, hit on people. I mean, Falgi does the fucking, Falgi, whatever. They do the exact same fucking thing. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if Lio does. But, I mean, it's, I don't know. It's just fucking sad. It's so fucking weird and sad.
Anything, but what I did want to show you guys today was the Oppblocks little implosion. The Oppblocks stands currently at 2.6 thousand subscribers over on YouTube. They've been referenced multiple times by people like Beckett for doing great research, even though they fumbled completely the Cameron F305 drama with 1 FPS diesel, which we'll get into later. But it seems like Oppblock Falgi might not be having the greatest time ever. I don't know. It's a hunch. It's a hunch that he might be flailing here in the water because he's a grown adult with great gray hairs, by the way, which he dyes, who covers drama. He tries to have this angle.
Gray hairs at 32? That can't be right. That can't be right. That actually cannot be right. I don't believe that. No, that can't be right. Are you telling me I might have gray hairs at 32? There's no shot. Any 30-year-olds in chat that can tell me if that happens for reals?
Of like this like really smart, sophisticated, mature person who covers drama of little kids touching each other or raping each other. One thing that he likes to do is wear maid dresses while he covers rape drama. And that's not the worst of it. We'll get into.
I mean, I've definitely had my fair share of like singular, you know what I mean? Like, don't you guys ever get those like singular hairs that show up on your head that are gray? You know, you'll get like that one hair that like, oh, look, it's a gray hair. This is literally, Sliggins, I'll check that out in a second.
This is all started by friend of the show, Mrao. Actually, this time. I know I say that all the time when I hate people, but actual friend of the show, Mrao. Shout out, Mrao. It's all kind of started because Falgi decided to defend Slyboy, someone who consistently posts docs in his videos, despite if those people are really deserving of any sympathy regardless, I think.
Hey, you can't talk, Big Aaron. You ain't even got it. You don't even have hair. You have nothing on your head. Your hair's going great. No, it's not. It's not. I have a full head of brown, dark, nice brown hair. What is this? Oh, shit.
My favorite swear words is bollocks, shit, and fuck.
No, fuck. I accidentally clicked off. That was my bad. But fuck. That was not. I didn't like that. 5% gray hair. I'm not 5%, bro. I don't have that much. Dude, I'll get like random moments where there's like one singular hair that's like gray, and my wife's like, oh, look, there's a gray hair. And then she like pulls it out of my head and it hurts.
Doxing is just bad. Falgi has held this position of doxing.
Okay, hold on.
Posts docs in his videos, despite if those people are really deserving of any sympathy regardless. I think doxing is just bad. Falgi has held this position of doxing's bad, guys. But then in private, he goes and says, actually, I think the girl that falsely accused Turkey Tom should actually get fucking burnt alive at the stake and doxed anyway, because I don't fucking...
And Himpleton. And now we have the information about Himpleton where he was actually looking for information on him.
Care. And when he decided
5% in rising?
No! When pressed on it, he said, guys, actually, I was doing IRL stuff, like playing D&D.
At least you can't be groomed if you have gray hair, I guess.
We're all jacking off.
I mean, I don't think I will.
He said, actually, guys, I didn't mean what I said, so sorry. And he just wouldn't take it back, because Oppblock Falgi can never be wrong. Oppblock and Mrao kind of have this little feud going on, which was one-sided. I mean, everyone kind of hates Falgi. He just sucks. He's cringy and annoying and gay. And it kind of did surface in this stale interview.
Hold on, wait, what was that Rena DM
going on?
Hold on, I gotta see that shit again.
I mean, everyone kind of hates Falgi.
Okay, kid is an idiot. I foresee a sex pest allegation in his future. I only keep around because I think he thinks he's playing me. Is this actually over Mrao? I foresee a sex pest allegation in his future. Who is this over? I'm actually curious if this is about Mrao or not.
He just sucks. He's cringy and annoying and gay. And it kind of did surface in this stale interview that they did over on Himpleton's stream.
Yeah, and you had to like go and find like an abused girl who you could cheat on because she was like cheated on 10 times prior. So.
What are we doing?
Are we doing this? Wow, buddy. Can we just avoid? Can we do substantive? Can we do substantive?
Substantive. Listen, I can roll around in the dirt, Falgi. If you want to start going there,
I don't think we need to roll around. Joking with you.
You were joking. Oh,
we don't need to roll around in the dirt.
That sounds like that is like his excuse every time. He's just joking every time he is actually. It's just a joke every single time.
The Oppblock chat is asking to get sexually harassed, which he covers rape dramas while at the same time sexting women. Just think about that for a second. Isn't that cool? I'm not gonna say for 100% of the fact that Falgi has a fetish for talking about rape while he wants to fuck, but Cloudy seems to think that Mrao wants to. I don't know why.
He wants women to talk about their rape stories while he fucks them. Oh, that's very interesting, actually.
You know, but she does. We even have screenshots of Falgi sexting people live on stream here just for you. You can see here the Oppblock news in his Discord, the Opera House. He posted, "At everyone in 2 hours, we dive into the world of Marvel Rivals drama and see which mean girl can be the most racist and maybe evil. Are there pedos? Find out." At the same time, Falgi was DMing Rena B, which is an important character.
Haha. Maybe you could distract me some more. I need some of it. Practically begging for it. Haha. Maybe later. Oh?
Character that we'll get into later.
Oh,
Falgi
God.
said, "Ha ha ha. Maybe you could distract me some more. I need some of it. Practically begging for it."
What
Rena
does this
says,
mean?
Maybe later. Falgi says, "Oh." Rena sends this thing. Millennials love using these things. I don't know if it's like a pedophile like dog whistle or something, but if you see someone use shit like this, Cloudy really likes using this stuff on Twitter. She also likes hanging out with Baby No Money apparently, and thirsting for FPS Diesel. Falgi says, "Getting me all excited." Rena says,
"Getting me? Oh no.
Don't be too excited. I don't want to distract you from streaming." Falgi says, "Oh, what if I tell you that's the exact thing I want? I really want you to do that." So he likes doing
This was
weird
mid.
exhibition.
Oh no,
on
this is the
stream.
mid
The Oppblock
stream.
itself isn't even Falgi's fucking channel. It was started as a community of friends, just kind of like a little hobby to try and make dockets, make drama dockets for larger streamers. Falgi wasn't even originally part of it, but he came in there and overtook it like a fucking parasite.
Oh, so Oppblock was never created by, it was not his like creation. See, I thought Oppblock was his creation. I thought maybe he was the guy who started it, he created it. Ergo, maybe it does make a little sense that he has a little power over, like, who can be on the channel, whatnot. You know, I didn't know he never actually started it, which is interesting. Very interesting.
Over time, because of just random dramas, including one of his co-hosts having a morale-like avatar as a joke, she started to gain this like disdain for every single mod that he had.
Yeah, I know
also,
who that person
if you
is.
worked for someone that he wasn't too fond of, even though nothing happened, there wasn't any drama, just if he didn't like you, because he doesn't like Malcolm. FT Malcolm, I think that's his name. ACC adjacent, I guess. I'm not too sure. I don't have a problem with Malcolm. Apparently he does acid all the time, which is something Falgi really doesn't like. Despite being...
Reached out to Malcolm as well. I mean, he takes pot shots at me all the fucking time. I don't really give a shit. I hope he suffers the worst kind of fucking bad shrooms trip in his life.
Oh my.
Man does LSD on a daily and fucking shows.
Crazy.
Oh my.
That's crazy.
Why do you think he goes?
I mean, to be fair, he probably shouldn't do acid. I think that's probably like dangerous. I do think he shouldn't do acid, but I don't think he should die. I'm sure Malcolm's a sweet guy, dude. I'm sure Malcolm's a sweet, loving and caring person. I'm sure he would like tuck me in, you know, if I asked him to. I'm sure he's like a loving and caring person, but he probably shouldn't do like acid all the time. That's probably not like good for him.
He may be sober, but you're telling me he only goes sober to those concerts. I don't believe that, but that's just me.
Considering that you're a grown-ass man with gray hairs touching kids. Covering kids touching each other and wearing maid dresses on stream because it's funny and goofy and funny. If Falgi wanted to take the Oppblock in a more professional direction by covering ACC drama, so he held a meeting with the mods of his channel and the, I guess, co-hosts of his channel and said, "Guys, me and my more professional direction.
Me and my
we are firing you,
polycule.
and you're no longer allowed to join our live streams." It was a very gay and weird fucking call, which after the fact, the person that was editing the VODs for him, he said, you know, "Hey, I just need to start doing all this myself. I need to start editing VODs and thumbnails. So you guys are no longer needed. But by the way, before you leave, can you please teach me how to edit? Because I can't figure out how to fucking use CapCut for the life of me."
Certain perms will just change. It's just kind of the way it is. But we're just trying to consolidate parts of the Discord a little bit better, so we kind of separate how things work. You know, it's just kind of how it is. Everyone has new responsibilities and things that kind of take precedence. But the reality is that I would like to take the channel in a more positive trajectory as well as a more professional trajectory. And regardless of that, if it affects friendships and relationships, I'd rather just nip it in the bud and say, hey, thank you for being around kind of thing. Thank you for doing what you do. Take the responsibilities you want. Don't take the responsibilities that you don't want.
I'm good with like the amount of editing I've been doing and like the occasional thumbnails. So how it is for now. If anything changes, I'll let you know.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately for me, I'm gonna get into editing.
Firing a dude with like a kid, by the way, he's like, he can hear the child in the background like giggling and laughing, knowing full well this guy's not gonna have this job anymore because he wants it all for himself. Greedy little. He might be a Jew. He might be a Jew. He might be.
I'm gonna get into thumbnail stuff so I can.
I'm taking the polycule
big reason for me
and I'm going
is
home.
I need to learn how to do it. It's got to be done. I have to be able to do this.
So we can't just jump in the
You know,
water.
big fucking shocker. The person in a polycule in a fucking open, whatever the fuck it's called, polyamorous relationship is an actual like weird freak. Whoa, big surprise.
Anymore is basically.
No, I made it so most people cannot.
Okay.
Oh,
And
I
if the
just
perms don't
broke
work for something,
something.
or you need
I
something from
just
me, you can
broke
be bad.
something.
And I adjusted my behavior. So.
Hi, Melon
Yeah, I
Man.
hope you guys have a good day. Bye.
Oh, bye, honey. Yeah,
Bye.
Shit to do. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to focus on now. Ash, Greg, if you're both available.
No,
How do I edit?
you have fun. I'm watching Clash in Parade.
How do I edit?
He also calls his dog Doggo and says pupper and shit like that. He's a wholesome Chungus 100.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think all millennials
I mean, sure,
need to
yeah.
die. It is a genocide that we need to start because there's
He actually made. Okay, I'm gonna keep it real. He's making a fair point here because millennials have done nothing but just be evil. I mean, is he wrong? Every millennial I've ever met is like an actual like. They're like evil. They like actually just hate everything, and they're like evil, and they're terrible. Never met a wholesome millennial in my life, actually.
single millennial on this planet Earth that is worth talking to. I'm sorry. They love Harry Potter. They love Disney. I can't do it. You need to die.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding, by the way, Cryptid. I'm kidding, Cryptid. You just, but to be fair, you're part of like probably like one of the worst generations I think the world has like ever seen, though. I apologize that you have to deal with that. I apologize that you genuinely have to deal with that. The millennials might actually take the cake for like the worst generation ever to ever exist. Yeah, that is pretty rough. I apologize that you have to be a part of that little group. And Captain C. I'm pretty sure Captain C is probably a millennial as well. Sorry you have to deal with that. Hi, Mrau. Hi. Dude, I actually have to piss. Mrau, can you like say stuff to them? You just say something to them, you know what I mean? Just talk to them. Oh, actually, yeah, you make a fair point, Koopla. Boomers? Recently, boomers? Yeah, that's though that's one that, you know, as of recent, boomers are getting pretty rough. But I don't know, millennials are still pretty bad. Morale told me to bring this up.
If you want my shirt back on, please. Please put my shirt back on, I beg you. I beg you, chat. It's cold.
Chat, don't fall for it. He loves
Why is his shirt off in the first place?
showing off. It is cold over there. He loves showing off,
He
and
loves
his DMs
showing
are
off.
open. So, you know.
He loves showing off and his DMs are open.
My DMs are open.
My DMs
It's
are
just,
open.
you know, that's true. I do need enrichment, as you would say.
You're so white, bro.
How is this not? How did nobody point this shit out in the past? He does dono goals to remove shirt? Oh, interesting. How did nobody point this shit out in the past? So he's just doing streams where he's just getting undressed for his fans and then like telling them his DMs are open so they can like message him anytime. Send him whatever you want. He needs enrichment. You gonna pay, Mrau? Are you gonna pay to put his shirt back on, Mrau? You gonna pay? Are you gonna pay? Do you want? Maybe this is the goal. You're a part of a generation of heinous individuals. I mean, it's true. I mean, it's just true. Sorry, but like millennials are just genuinely. It's just not fun. I mean, it's just. Like, obviously, there's a few good ones, you know. Crippy, you know, you're a great guy. You know what I mean? You're a great guy. You know, Captain C, when he's around, you know, if he's ever coming around, you're a great guy, Captain C. You know, you guys are nice, kind, caring individuals. You know, but the rest of your generation the rest of your generation should probably just die in a fucking fire. You know what I mean? Like, they should just all die, is what I think. Because his fans are degenerate ACC creatures. I mean, that's fair. You know, to be fair, I forget that he's part of the ACC, which ultimately is just filled with people who want to react and watch this. I mean, like, when I do dono goals, when I did my dono goals, I definitely did, like, the shave my head one, but I feel like that's not really that, like, that's not really, like, a sexual thing. That's more just, like, a punishment. This is just weird. This one is just weird. Like, paying to have him take his clothes off is a bit strange. I don't know. Like, this is definitely, like, something. This is definitely something. And then saying that his DMs are open is a bit weird. Interesting. I mean, he isn't a polycule. He needs to find the next member. I guess that's fair. You know, he needs to find the next member. That's how a polycule works. You know, it is what it is.
To be eradicated so that we can have normal people covering drops.
There's more? Okay, hold on. So many clips of him doing this. Where are the other clips here? Let me go on Rouse. Let me go on Rouse thing. See if he's got more of them. Oh, what is this? Ethan thinks he can relitigate this pro-Israel reputation by suing Noah Sams. Oh. Oh, I didn't even realize we got more Ethan shit. Uh-oh. Welcome to Israel. Oh, geez. Doesn't edit out stutters. Not center frame most of the time. Constantly jumps from vertical to horizontal. Doesn't censor the balding. The jump cuts were the jumps between like zooming in and zooming out was just so weird to me. Like, he's making an apology video. God damn, Rao is really in this. Rao is really like, he's really reposting.
No, it isn't.
Okay, let's see.
No, it isn't literally a funnel.
Japhis, what do you mean $125?
It is figuratively a funnel.
Fine. Okay, for
Symbolically.
Japhis, for the $125, I will do the costume change.
Oh god.
I couldn't find my because I have like a.
He's like whoring himself out. He's like a cam whore.
Called?
He's like a cam. He's like an actual cam whore. He's like an actual cam whore.
What are you wearing? Oh, I thought that was like
I have a boob window shirt. I have a boob window shirt.
Oh, is that actually a boob window shirt?
Yeah, it's a boob window shirt.
Oh,
please don't.
I thought it'd be funny for the stream.
I didn't see any
like,
pants.
The Gooner to have the boob.
Oh,
and I thought it'd be a window shirt.
Oh, is that actually a boob window shirt?
Yeah, it's a boob window shirt.
Oh,
and I thought.
Now, if you see what I'm seeing at the okay, I don't want. Listen, chat. I was just evaluating the video, right? Don't accuse me of anything. But at the bottom near the pause button, I swear on my life I see a leg. I see just bare leg. Is this a shirt? Like, is this one of those onesie shirts where it's like, it's just, you know, it wraps a... That's concerning. Okay. Right there. Right there. Right there. I see it down there. I swear I see leg. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
And I thought it'd be funny. I thought it'd be funny for the stream on like the Gooner.
I'm gonna drown in puke. Marcus, do you have chest hair? I mean, yeah. I'm not gonna like. I don't know how to answer. Yeah.
Have the boob window shirt on. So yes, you guys have won the boob window shirt.
You were wearing that underneath your shirt
Yes.
as if expecting that you might have to reveal it.
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
100%. It all starts with a joke. I don't mind. I think it's fun. I think costume changes are funny. I think doing things for stream are enjoyable.
Is taking off
I guess the closest thing I've done to this, right? I will say the closest thing I've done is the legs, right? But that, like I said, that's more like a punishment. I had to fucking... My wife sat here and ripped hair off my fucking legs. I don't know if that's really like sexual. That was just more like a punishment. It fucking hurt. The whole like fucking waxing my legs shit that you guys made me do, that was rough. That was definitely not fun.
Heard a costume change?
Used to if people pay $100, a shirt comes on and off. I had like one stream where people paid like $100 like for 4 times in a row to put the shirt back on.
I genuinely never want to do that again. I genuinely never want to do that again, man. That whole, like, the leg thing was genuine. It's just, it was so painful. Like the whole shaving, the fucking wax on my legs, it was so rough. It hurt so bad. It was so painful. Never underestimated a human's fetishes. Nah, it's wholesome chungus. This is like wholesome
to put the
chungus.
shirt back on and off.
Wait, hold on.
And off. I had like one stream where people paid like $100 like for 4 times in a row to put the shirt back on and off.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't wear clothes, so it's not something I have to worry about. Yeah, and the sunglasses are just an accessory.
That's true.
90% of just chatting stream.
So he's like whoring himself out. He's got like the boob shirt. He's got like a boob shirt so he can show off his nipples to his chat whenever they feel like. He's got like a boob shirt and everything. Oh, this is interesting. This is definitely something. And then there's streams where he's just standing there with no shirt on, just straight up, titties out and everything. This is definitely something. Please, chat, please donate to put the shirt back on. I'm cold. By the way, my DMs are open if you guys want to send me anything. I'm horny. That's interesting. That's definitely something. I was crying. Dude. I genuinely, like, if I'm ever to do something like that again, dude, it didn't even, like, afterwards, it didn't feel good either. Because, like, not having hair on there, it felt cold and everything, like, poked. Oh, my God, dude. My legs were in shambles.
People that are actually age appropriate, because you have people like Gilded Poo who also want to, like, well, what is up with the ACC and wanting to fuck people, dog? I can't do it. But anyway, Mrao, again, friend of the show.
Hey, listen, friend of the show, Mrao. Mrao wants to fuck sometimes too, man. Listen, we judge. I love Mrao. I love Mrao. Big Mrao fan, but he's a big sex guy. You know, this guy wants to fuck.
A really covert operation mission to get all of this information, going as so far as to get awesome e-girl pussy.
Did you get cool pussy out of this? Fuck yeah. Oh, that's a good one. This is definitely a good one. Oh my God. If I did streams and saw this shit going on, I would have blasted it immediately. Have you seen the clip of him in assless chaps and singing to Typo Negative? Excuse me? He's in assless chaps. Are you serious? That's a real thing? That's a real thing? Okay. I don't know if I want to. That one might actually be one I don't think I want to check out. I don't.
See, from a married woman with a child. Awesome for Mrao. Sucks to be you, I guess. And that person is Rena B.
You don't understand. It's so bad. I'm sweating and I'm falling for Mrao.
That I just showed you those screenshots of. A fucking with Falgi. Isn't it?
Haha. Maybe you can distract me for some more. I need some of it. Practically begging for it. Maybe later. Oh, getting me all excited. Don't get too excited. I don't want to distract you from streaming. Oh, what if I tell you that that's the exact thing I want? I really want you to do that. Oh, man. Cryptid, if that's real, DM me. I'm making a video. I need that clip. I just make shit up sometimes. I'm sorry, Mrao. Oh, my God. Cryptid, stop, man. You got me so excited. This video is about Rena? What's happening? No, it's not about Rena. It's about Falgi. Rena was involved, though. She was, like, getting his wiener up while he was streaming.
Kind of weird that, she was also texting Falgi this at the same time while also being married. And you're right. It is weird. Because not only was she falling for Mrao, apparently I think she was part of a polycule with Falgi and a few other people. But Cloudy, Falgi's little girlfriend thing, pet, I don't know, was really upset
That's
that
crazy.
Mrao was talking to Rena. I don't know why. She insisted that she would rather have Rena get knocked up by Falgi, essentially cucking herself. I know it's an open relationship, polyamory and everything, but I want you to understand, if we're just gonna look at this on a one-on-one,
When did we start accepting polyamory, man? When did that start happening? When did that all become a thing? Whatever happened to shunning the polyamorous stuff? Whatever happened to that? These guys are just running around collecting women. Falgi's just running around collecting more, F to M to F, F to M women to throw into the pot of women that he wants to like jerk off with. When did we just like completely stop like saying like, hey, this is like probably like weird and gross. She's a pet. She'll live for 30 years. Yeah, demoted to pet is awesome. She's kind of a pet, yeah.
Really are only open about fucking each other, right? They might do some swinging here and there, some upside down pineapples hanging on their door and shit when they go on a cruise or just in general when they go out. But for the most part, at least that I've seen, he thirsts for her on Twitter, like with shit like this. It's very fucking gross. But I guess Cloudy was getting a little hesitant because she really doesn't like
So I'm lost. I'm so fucking lost here. So I thought Cloudy was like his wife. Or is this just not a thing? I thought Cloudy was his ex-wife or something like that. So if that's not the case and it's an open relationship, is Cloudy just like sitting in the cuck chair watching him like pull other women and she'd just rather him knock up like a different woman than knock her up or something? Like, is that the whole case? I'm ready whenever is crazy. Look, you have a lot going on. Let's be real. Morale looks good because attention feels good. And he's an idiot moron who's easy to manipulate. He's an idiot moron who's easy to manipulate. You could really, I mean, hey, listen, if there's a woman involved, Mrao definitely can be manipulated. That's for sure. If it's a woman that's involved, you could easily, you could convince them. No, Falgi cheated on his wife with Cloudy. Okay. Okay, thank you for clarifying that. But the countries that allow multiple wives should be canceled. We never stopped. Listen, for a while we were, you know, you find out somebody's in a polyamorous relationship, everybody was like, hey, whoa, that's weird. But now all of a sudden this whole ACC community does it day in, day out. Nobody bats an eye. I mean, like, come on. We aren't really like, you know, we're not like maybe looking at it with a little bit of like, it's interesting, you know, at least, you know, polyamory just leads to a lot of weird shit, man. I would just keep close tabs, you know, that's what I would do.
Now, I don't really know why. I guess she just doesn't. But these censored DMs are with Rena. Remember that this is a married woman with children. I don't think that she was married.
I knew he met somebody from there. That's probably where he met Cloudy, because Cloudy's like a big Hassan fan, right? Cloudy's like I'm pretty sure Cloudy's like some big Hassan lover. Correct. Okay. Yeah.
At the time. Oh no, she was. She was cheating with Mrao on Discord while she was married. That's crazy. Big ups. Like, actually, that's funny as fuck. The congrats. Rena says, like, I'm rationalizing it, but I know it's not helping. I know a Discord fling isn't worth my marriage. Cloudy says it's not. I can't save you from the mocking. Rena says, I don't expect you to. Cloudy says, Lao would win, Rena. Rena saying, I'm weak. Cloudy says, you're going to let the Bible thumper win. Rena responding, I'm going to buy a plane ticket so you can choke me out.
Interesting.
That's just going to get you going, too. Says, it's true, but better you choke me out. Cloudy says, Mrao will absolutely leak everything you say. Again, I don't really know what her issue is with
okay, wait,
Mrao.
that's this stuff that I found, right? Okay, wait. Lol, help, I'm ovulating, laugh my ass off. You don't understand, it's bad, I'm sweating, and I'm falling from Mrao. Rena, no, I'm going to kill myself. Don't go where I can't follow. You can make fun of me, it's okay. He wants women to talk about their rape stories while he fucks them. I know, that's the crazy part, is I know he's a fuck boy, and it's not worth it. He's a fuck boy? Mrao's a fuck boy? I don't think Mrao's a fuck boy. If this is what we're talking about. Are we talking about Mrao or are we talking about Falgi? Because I thought he wants women to talk about their rape stories while he fucks them is a Falgi point. Cloudy's getting the whisker biscuit all worked up for Falgi because I'm like a gamer, basically. Yeah, you're like a... Dude, you're like... You've become kind of this, like... You're not really a gamer anymore, Mrao. You're like kind of the fuckboy of the community, you know? You sleep around. But I'm so down bad right now. I like need someone to slap some sense into me. Physically slap me. I'm not even joking when I say ovulating. Like I'm cramping. Dude, it gets so bad. But there's other shitters. Anyone else? I like how they're just like, there's other shitters. That's so weird to me. I feel like ovulating and wanting to like fuck some streamer is already a call for concern of saying like, hey, maybe don't do that. Maybe just go like jerk off or something. I don't know. That's just me, I guess. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's semi-unemployed. No, he's like fully unemployed, but like, so is my husband. I sure know how to pick him. It's okay. I sure know how to pick him. It's okay. I was bad at it too. At least pick one that gets donos. Like, I'm rationalizing it, but it's not helping. I know a Discord fling isn't worth my marriage. It's not, and I can't save you from the mocking. I don't expect you to. Laya would win, Rena. I'm weak. She wanted them rock. Oh, she wanted them rock. You're gonna let the Bible thumper win. I'm gonna buy a plane ticket so you can choke me out. That's just gonna get you going to blush. It's true, but better you choke me out. Interesting. Interesting stuff. Morale will absolutely leak everything you say. Yeah, you're right. I like it. Like, it won't even be funny cheating. Then the hormones are gone and you're left with that. Oh, interesting. Like, it won't even be fun cheating. Awesome. It's the hair, if I'm being honest. Every guy I've dated has had long hair. Flirted too close to the sun. Damn, okay, Morale, look at you with your long locks, dude. Keep them going, man. You're pulling. When will mid-white men suffer? Me when someone is a little bit goofy and calls me pretty. My standards are in hell. At least find one that buys you stuff. Trust me, I wouldn't be telling you if I didn't regret it. Okay, I had some other ones here that I wanted to read. Morale with the dreads. Her husband is a bum too, and she hates him. It's tracking. Well, okay, yeah. Something about Reina's husband being... I thought Reina's husband was like a Queeman chatter that's like not... Like he's unemployed and is like retarded. So like, okay, let's be real. Like, okay, let's be real. The marriage is probably not great. I can't imagine Reina's like having a great life with this guy. So, you know, I guess I kind of understand like wanting to find someone else kind of thing, especially if you're not enjoying your life with the said person. But cheating is definitely pretty bad. If I were anybody in this situation, if this were me, I'd be like, hey, probably don't cheat. Probably just file divorce and, you know, go find somebody else. That's like my personal advice. Something big might drop. Rao has like admitted he has long hair, Cryptid. He's like said that he has long hair before. Something big might drop. Let her embarrass herself. So is your boyfriend retarded? There's more than just that. Yeah, Loney mentioned it in their fight. Wait, wrong one. Image attached this one. Yeah, I'm waiting for it. So if she wants to be like that, I will screenshot for now. Yes, I think she says, says what? I think the things she's says. Uh-huh. Okay. Good idea. Just keep them. I'm waiting for the call to drop. If it ends up not... Okay, this is not more sexting shit? I would laugh at that more. Leaving it, she's lying, trying to find a way out. Oh, I thought this was more like sex shit. I would love to see more sex. Well, Marcus, don't say that. God damn it, dude. Don't... I mean it in a different way, okay? You guys know what I'm saying. I gotta just... I guess. Why is Netflix France posting the Palestine flag? Wait, why? Wait, actually, what is happening? What is this? What is what is this? What is this supposed to be? What the fuck is this? She made it sound like she saw him though. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't pay attention to people's like listen, I don't dive into people's personal shit. Mrao may have been doxxed at one point once. I don't know. I wouldn't suggest seeking that either. I have no fucking clue. I don't try to pay attention to that type of stuff. Maybe Rena has seen him. I don't know. It's possible. A warning? It's a warning. Yeah, they're warning us. Netflix is about to do something really serious. They're about to do something really scary. Netflix France in particular. They're about to do something really scary. Okay, does this mean anything? Just Falgi coming in and trying to put his foot down or whatever is what annoyed me. I still love you. Any aggression isn't at you. I'm sorry the amount that man has lied to me when the bar was already in hell, and I have to hold in the fact that I want to tell people I fucking told you so. I love you too, dork. I love you too, dork. Yeah, it's why I handle the Discord, but I know he's pissed too. I probably didn't make sense why we're being more protective. Just wanted to explode a hillbilly with my mind. I'm picking up that you like M1. I'll go easy on her, but like she was happy to blast Looney because Looney was an easy target. We aren't friends. I'm just more mad at him and all things he told me he was doing for her. I don't understand this. So M1, from what I learned, is like Falgi's or new like girl or whatever. But if this is like a polycule, right? Why do they care? If this is like some like open relationship polycule, then what the fuck does it matter that he's dating M1 or whatever is what I'm so confused about. If you're gonna fight other women over your man, make sure he isn't sexting like multiple, like it just makes you look dumb. Like talks of settling down and all that shit. Yeah, but in this clip, isn't this chill? Not chill, sorry. Isn't this fucking Cloudy? Isn't this Cloudy saying his DMs are open?
Put my shirt back on, please.
I'm so lost, man.
Please put my shirt back on, I beg you. I beg you, chat. It's cold
Chat,
in
don't
here.
fall for it. He loves showing off. It is cold over there. He loves showing off, and his DMs are open. So, you know.
My DMs are open. It just, you know.
Dude, wait, what is this? I'm forever grateful for the friends I've made in this space. It's made the internet fun again, and I appreciate it. Is this Cloudy with Hassan? Whoa. Cloudy's been in Hassan's... Is this his room? What is this? God, this is such an ugly-ass room, dude. This actually, like, is so gross. Why is the floor like this? That's the dog he, like, likes to shock, dude. It's so awesome. I have 448 pictures of you, Marcus. Thanks, man. Thanks for keeping those together. And again, I know people are dogging on him for his sly take, but I generally don't know. It is, and he's just gonna have to deal with it. I understand totally. I'll release you from your bonds. You still have access to the friend stuff. Again, he urges all the time with everyone, even me. With M1, I knew he'd get outside shit if we started it with her, but I know she can't help herself. But I kind of know the chatter's better. I think she senses something. I think she's being a little piss baby because we won't completely condemn everything Tempest does. Yeah, that's why I said what I said. Is it a go? Yeah, I don't know what any of this is at this point. Yeah, this is starting to get into territory that I don't understand. This is some fucking ACC dog shit. Who gives a fuck?
Because he's never done anything to her, at least as far as I know. Rena says, yeah, you're right. Claudia says, like, it won't even be fun cheating. Fun cheating. Interesting. Interesting that she has an opinion on what cheating is versus fun cheating, because if you don't know, Cloudy was viscerally cheated on in every single relationship she's been in. That's why it's an open relationship with Falgi. Another thing we'll get into here in a second. Oh, I love their relationship. Claudia says, then the hormones are gone and you're left with that. Rena says, it's the hair, if I'm being honest. Every guy I've dated has had long hair. Flirted too close to the sun. Claudia says, Lamau, when will mid-white...
I mean, I feel like saying fun cheating is just a sign that you're, like, evil. Like, you're evil if you bring up fun cheating. So, like, oh, so there's bad cheating and then there's fun cheating. Okay.
I don't know. I guess now, because you know, your hubby is dying here. You need to save him. Please, just pull the knife out of his chest. It says me when someone is a little bit goofy and calls me pretty. I'm standards are in hell. I'm assuming she says my standards are in hell. Claudia says,
Captain C,
like buys you.
Captain C, it's you. I've been looking for you, buddy. Oh, I've been looking for you. Earlier, I was talking about how millennials are the worst generation the world's ever seen. But I did specify, Captain C, that you are like the one good one. You know what I mean? You're like the one millennial that's like, you know, needs to be protected. That needs to be like protected. And you're like one of those millennials that like everybody loves. And, you know, nobody can hate. I actually think that's so true, though. Captain C is so wholesome. So wholesome. What about your mom? Okay, yeah, I guess I love my mom, but wait, I was born in 92. Wait, what generation is 92? What generation is 1992? Yeah, it's a millennial. 96 is when it cut. The 96 is when it cuts off. I'm still here. And my uncle. Okay. Okay, you make a fair point. I guess my family, that's fair. Cryptid, you're also safe. You're also safe. 1981 to 1996. Yeah. That's the millennial age. There was just something happened from those timelines where, you know, just the children being made in that time, something happened. Someone just, like, I don't know, like something was in the water or something, you know what I mean? Like something. So is Marina a Mrau gooner? I mean, Rena just really wanted to get with Mrau, which, hey, listen, I'm not faulting Mrau, man. I mean, hey, listen, if Mrau wants to pull, he can pull. I mean, that's up to him. Anyone born after 2000 is screwed. What does that mean? Like, living wise? Yeah, I guess. Living is pretty hard. Trying to, like, get by is actually pretty difficult.
Stuff. And Rena says, trust me, I wouldn't be telling you if I didn't regret it. Cloudy says, I would rather Falgi knock you up than Mrau. Interesting.
That's crazy. Wait, hold on. I wish I knew where these DMs were. Me, when someone is a little bit goofy and calls me pretty, my standards are in hell. Trust me, I wouldn't be telling. Oh, it was at the tail end of it. I'd rather Falgi knock you up than Mrau. That's crazy. That's crazy. Sorry, Mrau. I guess they don't want you to be a dad. They don't think you're like a good enough dad. I trust Mrau. You know what? I'll say it. I'll say it right here. I trust Mrau. I think Mrau could make a good dad. What the hell? I think Mrau could easily make a good father. You know what I mean? Why are we... What is so evil about Mrau compared to Falgi that makes him a worse father? I think Mrau could take that responsibility. I trust him. I think he could do it better than Falgi.
Odd, gross, disgusting. Rena B says, I told my husband in January we would start seeing other people. Hidden Heroine says, so y'all are on a break essentially? You should probably clarify that in chat because people are going to hold it against you otherwise. Rena B says, but I'm not trying to defend it. I shouldn't have done it regardless. Separating, but same idea. To be frank, with this crazy cheating ex-fling, it means the people I helped hurt get to come out.
Hold up. I was texting my friend real quick. So y'all were on a break, essentially. You should probably clarify that in chat because people are going to hold it against you otherwise, but I'm not going to try to defend it. I shouldn't have done it regardless. Separating, but same idea. Yeah, probably best to mention that briefly. People are going to dismiss you as a cheating whore because it's a line of questioning. I can clarify for you otherwise, just in case you don't want you to just be dismissed. To be frank, I'm okay with being the crazy cheating ex-fling if it means that the people I helped hurt get to come out about what actually happened. No, this is somebody else. I mean, that's very nice of Rena. You know what? That's very nice of Rena. Like saying like, I'm not trying to defend it. It's pretty bad. So at least Rena's like, you know, good Rena. Pats on head. Pats on head.
Out already about actually what happened. Then another thing too.
Who was that? It was the black guy.
He only ever punches down onto other retarded man children like himself, or just actual children. That's kind of like what he enjoys doing. Which, I mean, punching down is fine, but are you ever going to punch up? No, because you're too short. Maybe your arms can't reach. I don't know. Oh yeah, Cloudy. Also, no one likes her. Even Beckett said this, that the only reason that she was tolerated in the commentary space, or specifically the ACC space at all, was because she was Falgi's girlfriend, or plaything, or
that makes sense.
Whatever the fuck you want to call it. Whatever swingers call each other. That's what she was. She has a YouTube channel now. Have you ever watched it? I'm gonna assume no, because who the fuck is watching Cloudy?
I didn't know Cloudy had a
Nobody is.
YouTube
'Cause
channel.
Mrao,
Hold on.
also, during this little operation he had, found out that Falgi was married in the past for about 12 years. He was in a relationship for 12 years. Even posting on October 25th, 2023 at falgi.exe, happy selfie today, everyone. I'm still waiting on more wedding pics to trickle around, but I thought that this was a fun one of eating cake, mango mousse for the Swagapinos. Don't talk about Swagapinos and don't talk about Marcus's wife, you piece of shit. At Hassan the Han.
What? What? Wait. Wait, what? Wait, did I hear that correctly? Is his name Marcus or something? Wait, I'm confused. What? Is his name Marcus? I'm confused. Why am I being mentioned? I mean, yeah, don't talk about my wife, you bitch.
Falgi was married in the past for about 12 years. He was in a relationship for 12 years. Even posting on October 25th, 2023 at falgi.exe, happy selfie today, everyone. I'm still waiting on more wedding pics to trickle around, but I thought that this was a fun one of eating cake, mango mousse for the Swagapinos. Don't talk about Swagapinos and don't talk about Marcus's wife, you piece of shit. At Hassan.
What? Is it because Swagapinos Filipinos? Is he saying that about my wife? Like, who's Marcus? Am I what the fuck does that mean? I'm so I'm assuming Falgi's name is Marcus. Is his name Marcus? I don't know. Wait. I'm so confused. What I do? What my wife do? What you do? I didn't do anything. I'm just gonna assume Falgi's name is Marcus. I'm just going to assume his name is Marcus, unless he's just randomly bringing up my wife, like just out of the blue. Unless he's just randomly bringing up my wife.
The Han at not Hasanabi. Dude, I'm sure Hassan's gonna love that. Here he is wearing a gay white tuxedo or a white suit at his wedding. Slicking back the hair, man. You really got it. It looks like he has the veil on. I don't know. Here's him soying out at his own wedding. During this marriage, Falgi had
Wait, damn, this shit goes way deeper than I even knew. Like, I'm just confused. I'm confused with it because I'm just assuming he reads the Swagapinos, and I guess that means Filipinos or something. So I doubt it's you. I can't imagine. You're like, okay, to be fair, you're like the only Filipino in the universe. So it could be that.
Testicular cancer, leaving him with only one testicle. Unfortunate.
No!
It's a thing. Make sure you...
I learned about this today. I guess he only has one testicle. He definitely, that's definitely rough. I don't know how that would look. I don't know how that would look if that would be like I'm actually curious on how one testicle would, because I think Mrao mentioned it on his stream. Something about like it's kind of like a cyclops. Like you imagine like a cyclops, you know, a person with like one big eye. Like, is that what it's just like? Like, is it just kind of like one dangling big ball kind of thing? One balling it? It would look deflated. Okay, so it's like one side's full, one side's deflated. You know what I mean? Oh, okay. That's interesting. That's interesting to think about. I actually thought about it. I almost threw up. I actually kind of thought about it for a second. And I kind of wanted to throw up.
You check behind your balls to make sure you don't end up like Falgi. But his wife stuck by his side the entire time, right? The entire time. But Interestingly enough, despite all of that, I believe, at least according to this, Falgi's wife cheated on him before they got married. He decided to, still get married with her. It reminds me a lot of someone that I know. This text from a alleged IRL that knows Falgi says, I'll start by saying he hasn't done anything that isn't unforgivable, but to sum it all up, he is a liar and not a clever one. Just to manipulate narratives, the man has no authority or business on content.
He hasn't done anything that is unforgivable, but to sum it all up, he is a liar. I don't know, man. Jerking off on stream is pretty bad. I'm just being honest. What should I have for dinner? Eat some like spaghetti or something. Make some like spaghetti and meatballs. That sounds good. I mean, like, learning about the jerking off while live is kind of crazy. That's like actually pretty rough. I feel like I'm not gonna lie, dude. I feel like we've canceled people for less. I feel like people have definitely gotten canceled for less, man. Jerking off live is insane. I know it's not like on, like you can physically see it or not, but that's something. Like, that's definitely something. I mean, that's, brother, your bestie is on the Apex grind. I know he is. I've been messaging him. I'm trying to get on the grind myself. I tried playing by myself, dude, and I got paired with 2 bronze players. And oh my god, it pissed me off. I couldn't do it. I just could not do it. So I was like, dude, I kind of need you. But the problem is, like, he grinds it more than I do. I'm not able to grind it as much, so I'm much farther down the rank than he is. So he's already close to plat, and I'm stuck in silver because I haven't played in, like, days. I haven't played in, like, days. You know, we played together until I hit silver, and then I stopped playing, and he's all the way up at fucking plat. So now I gotta grind.
On human interactions. I don't watch his streams, so I don't know what he has made public knowledge, so I'm going to be careful of details. He is, for lack of a better term, paranoid that his ex-partner slept with another person.
I'm playing Soul Silver? That's a great game. You having fun? Have you been playing it on stream or just by yourself?
The marriage. His ex did cheat, but that was discovered before the engagement, and by her word, nothing physical happened. Instead, it was his cheating with his current partner which ended the marriage. I also don't really enjoy the fact that he posted about his ex on here when she didn't even know about the Twitter account. From my best guess looking through Blue Sky, looks like Cloudy and him started, quote, dating at the very least a month before he got married. My husband and I were trying to be understanding and remain friends and asked if he would consider going to therapy. He told us he was. I have a strong reason to believe that this is a lie outside of even how he has been acting online. He did not tell anyone about the Twitter account or the YouTube channel. Some of his groomsmen didn't even know they were separated even a year after the initial split. Oh, and I knew about the divorce a month before he did it because he didn't fill out the papers right and the judge granted a default judgment. I find it ironic that he is playing investigative journalist when he couldn't be bothered to leave the Discord long enough to fill out paperwork for his own divorce. Investigative journalism. Falgi, the Oppblock, really likes to pride himself on the fact that he does a lot of good research. Now, if you remember in the beginning,
which he does not, by the way,
the Oppblock wasn't.
Thank you for splitting that with me, wife.
It was a group of people. I mean, that still was the case even when he was running it, or the face of the channel, because Falgi had a whole bunch of researchers for him. He wasn't even the one doing the research. Now, this wasn't like a hidden thing. This was still kind of known. But he did try to make it seem like he himself was the one doing the research. You know, when the researchers left, and all the people originally part of the Oppblock wanted to leave a little bit, they said, you know what, the split of the revenue that goes to all of us, you know, can be split to this person. Falgi agreed, except he took all the money. It's pretty cool, despite being a fucking trust fund baby. I don't know if you can tell, he's a little bit of a sheltered human being, which we'll get into later. This is 30 minutes long. Jesus Christ.
Okay, so Falgi's a trust fund baby. Interesting. Okay, interesting.
Him and Cloudy met was while he was still married. Like it said, Falgi and Cloudy began dating, I guess, a month before the marriage itself.
So the marriage, okay, so they mentioned the word cheating. So the marriage was not open. So when he was married, that was not open. But they both cheated? Is what I'm getting at here. So they both cheated on one another before getting the divorce? Interesting.
Told his wife, iron my shirt, get my Sunday best on, get the cologne you bought me. I'm gonna go out on a night on the town with the boys. His wife did all that, and he went out to go fuck this. So the way we put the story together is Falgi messaged in the group chat that he and his wife are separate.
You prefer Lugia over Ho? I'm not gonna lie, when I play Heart Gold, Soul Silver, I play Heart Gold. I think, and I don't know if it's like preference, but I just don't like I don't like surfing. I don't like doing all the surfing shit. And to get to Lugia, you have to do a lot of surfing. And I'd rather just go up that like tall building and just get to Ho-Oh. And it makes it so much easier. She cheated. They got married. Then he cheated. Yeah. Okay. So it was not an open relationship at all. It was a marriage. They cheated on each other. And then divorce.
Falgi has said that she had cheated on him prior to their engagement. This was an affair with her manager. Falgi swears.
I just want to make sure I'm getting it right, Melon Man. Because I'm pretty sure I was on the money with it. It's just I want to make sure I'm getting it right.
Together, and everyone in their office knew because he wouldn't be invited to those office parties. This is a red flag because most of us were not getting invited because this was a red flag for us because not getting invited doesn't mean everyone knows. He mentions very briefly that he almost stepped out of the relationship. Yeah, maybe people just don't like you. Maybe you're like an insufferable piece of shit and people don't like being around you. Did you ever consider that? No, probably not. She fills in that stepping out means that after their wedding, he told her he was going to a boys' night with the high school with the high school friends. Does that mean friends from high school or his friends that are in high school? That is a little bit concerning.
Archive has just got to cut those bits out. Just like redo it. Like if he like stutters on it, just cut that bit out. You know what I mean? I think because he's fun. This is fun. I like these videos. He's nice. They're nice and fun. But he's definitely got to like when he stutters or something and then goes back to read it. You should just like cut that and just put in a new one.
Concerning. He has her iron his shirt and then wears the cologne she gifted him for their wedding day. That's even better. She then finds out.
That is crazy. He has her iron his shirt and then wears the cologne she gifted him for their wedding day just so he can go out and cheat on her. That is crazy. That's insane behavior. Yeah, this guy's like an actual douchebag. What the fuck? This guy's like an actual douchebag. I understand that she cheated on him too, but like, come on, man. That's like actually so shitty.
Through seeing his emails that he was meeting up with someone, Cloudy. He comes home and she confronts him and Falgi explains that
especially meeting up with somebody who's not even like IRL. Like this is like somebody you know IRL. This is a person that you're meeting through like Discord, fan Discord servers. This is a person you're meeting through Discord. Am I losing my mind? Am I losing my mind? What has happened to humanity? Whatever happened to meeting people like IRL? Whatever happened to like meeting your significant others or like partners through like human physical interactions? Why does this keep happening? Why is everything just like Discord relationships, man? This is like so fucking evil. And it never works out either. This shit never works. It never does. Every time, man. It's always a new drama because somebody's dating somebody over Discord. It's so retarded. This shit never works. Why can't we just meet people IRL, man? What is happening?
In a Hassan fan Discord server, dude. Jesus. I think when people cheat, they have something wrong with them and not in the relationship. Healthy people don't cheat, they break up. So Blank asked her if her and him were in therapy. Both say yes. He is then giving her the silent treatment while telling Blank that he is debating getting back with her. I ask him what the fuck, and he tells me my therapist says that she should reach out to me. This is before ChatGPT, so this is either just a complete blatant lie, which I would,
It's definitely a lie. It's definitely a lie. If he's going to a therapist, right, over problems with cheating, because I do agree with that first statement. If you're cheating, then there's something wrong with you, like, because healthy relationships, there's either something wrong with you or the relationship. Because obviously, like, healthy relationships, you're not going to cheat. You're just going to end the relationship. It's not that hard. Simply just say, it's not working, and then go to the next person that you seemingly have made it work with. Right? Like, that's usually how it works. Like, if you met somebody else, but you're like, I don't want to cheat, that'd be fucked up. You just simply say, I'm done with this relationship. I just don't feel the connection anymore. You move on. You go to the next person. That's the correct way you're supposed to do it. You don't, like, cheat. That's, like, the obvious way of doing things. Is autism, is Falgi autistic? Possibly, maybe. That's like how you're supposed to do it. I think if anybody like cheats, it's like, I've said this before, the only time cheating will ever make sense is if your relationship is so toxic to the point where you feel like you're stuck. Like if you're being like abused to a point where you feel like you're stuck in the relationship and you physically cannot leave. there are people who will probably like cheat on their partner because they're being like abused and they're scared to leave. That's like the only circumstance where I feel like cheating makes sense, where it feels like you're allowed to cheat, because you can't really do anything. You can't really leave. I know a lot of the time when people are in those relationships, you can leave, but you know, the mental strain that the partner's putting on them obviously puts you in a weird situation where you don't know, you know, if you can leave or not. So they cheat as a way to maybe feel better, which those circumstances I think is like, okay, I'm not going to hold it against you for cheating. That's understandable. But even if you're in like a flawed relationship, I still think like cheating is not really good. Kind of like with the Rena thing, where it's like, yeah, it does soften the blow knowing your significant other is like a fucking loser and you don't want to be with them anymore. And you're already kind of out the door with it. Like you're kind of already leaving each other. But like, you still shouldn't cheat. Like you should know better than to just cheat. Like just end the relationship first. Then you can go out and find whoever the fuck you want to, you know, be with. That's whatever.
Probably is. Or you have a terrible fucking therapist. Either one, just maybe kill yourself. I don't know. This is after he told his ex he needed space. I am not a licensed therapist, but I know a good one would never basically say someone else should reach out. Oh,
yeah, yeah. I forgot. That didn't even bring me back to what I was saying. I was trying to say that a normal therapist would never tell you to do something like that. If you're going to see a therapist over like a bad relationship situation where you're trying to get better, or you're trying to like not be a cheater, you're trying to be like a better person, they're not going to tell you to reach out to these people. They're not going to tell you stuff like that. They're going to tell you something completely different. This guy's like lying. He's never seen a therapist in his life. This guy has never seen a therapist. He's probably going on Discord and having fireside talks with like chatters. That's what he's doing. Or not chatters, but with like community members of different communities. And he's probably like talking to them and he considers that therapy or something. That's probably what he's doing.
Just thought that you would get a kick out of that. Asshole made me sit through a Catholic mass and explain to everyone when to stand and sit, and that they couldn't take the Eucharist, just to be cheating the entire time. Yeah, so you know he has to stay true to his Italian roots. He has to have a
what happened to couples therapy?
Falgi XE coming at you live and alive from Oppblocks Studios.
I will say this. I personally think couples therapy it really depends on the circumstance, but I think couples therapy is not really a good idea. Because the way I see it is like, if you're going to couples therapy, your relationship is already fucked. If you physically cannot handle like talking it out together, and you are forcing yourself to go to couples therapy together, I think it's already cooked to begin with. Like, I don't know. I do understand that some people go to couples therapy to try to revive a relationship and whatnot, but like, I feel like that's just like elongating the inevitable. You know what I mean? Like the inevitable is that you guys are probably not going to work out to begin with. So why are you like stretching it? You know what I mean? That's just my take on couples therapy. Like, why are you stretching it out longer? Because I feel like half the time couples therapy never works. And half the time it's like they go to it. It doesn't do anything. They're still mad at each other. They still don't work together. And then it just either ends or it just continues to be a cycle. Because, like, you should be able to work through strong, like, issues together. A healthy relationship, you should be able to work things out together. Even when things get difficult. Because, like, when things can get difficult. Like, things can get hard. Where you guys can't work it out together. Where you guys can't figure it out together. But that doesn't mean immediately go straight to couples therapy. Like, if you guys can be able to sit down and say, like, hey, why are we not being able to figure this out? Let's try to figure this out together. That's like the healthy way of doing it. But when you start going to couples therapy, now you're asking somebody else to figure it out for you. And then you're not going to be able to, like, kind of work it out together. Couple therapy is only good in long-term relationships. Yeah, that's fair. Why not try? It depends on the people on if they really want to work issues out. No, that's what I mean. Like, I feel like it really depends on the circumstance. Like, let's say if you're married already, that's when I understand couples therapy. You know what I mean? But like, if you're just in a relationship, I'm talking like, let's say you're just dating somebody. Well, then why would you go to like couples therapy or something? You know what I mean? Like, what's the point? But if you're like married to somebody and you've been together for like a long period of time and now all of a sudden things aren't working, I understand going to couples therapy for the purpose of like, I don't want this to end. We've been together for years. Like, let's try to make this work and let's try to fix this. That's when I kind of understand couples therapy. That's when I start to kind of like understand the point of it. I feel like there's times where couples can't see eye to eye and they need a third mediator to help. That's fair. But that's what I mean when I say like, there's always times where you both can't see eye to eye, but I feel like you don't need that third person, you know? I feel like you don't need that third person. Like, I feel like there's a moment where you both look at each other and just say like, hey man, why is this not working? And then you try to figure it out together instead of trying to pull in that third person. You know what I mean? But then if you need that third person, you realize you need that third person. That's when you start to say like, okay, we kind of need that third person. Couples therapy after a month of dating, just break it up. Yeah, I mean, just end it. How long do you wait? I don't know. I mean, it's like I said, it's all fully dependent. Like, the way I see it is like, if you're fighting and you're not working and if things aren't working, you really should try to work on it together. Because the healthiest way a relationship works is if you work together. Like, doing it together is always the best way to figure it out and the best way to kind of get better in terms of like dating and just marriage and relationships. Like, if you constantly need someone else to help you, that's when I start wondering, like, is your relationship really gonna work? Because if you constantly need other people or other mediators or a third person to kind of navigate you and guide you, I think it's just like, man, I don't know how this is gonna work. You know what I mean? She's ghosting me after saying hi. I have a schedule for couples therapy tomorrow. Like, I don't know. I feel like the healthiest relationships are the ones where the couples can figure out together how to... Couples therapy is supposed to help give you tools on how to mediate it and communicate clearly. It's not supposed to be a long-term thing. A lot of people have it for a long-term thing, though. That's the problem with couples therapy. Like, therapy in general is supposed to be seen as a long-term... It's supposed to be seen as a long-term thing for... Well, it's not... How do I put this? From what I think couples, not couples therapy, just therapy in general should be a short-term thing. I feel like you're supposed to use therapy as a way to just like help you get through something. But I feel like in today's time, like, people preach having a therapist for almost anything. Like, you just go to a therapist all the time, which I don't think is healthy. I don't think you should be going to like therapists like all the time. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's what therapists should be for. Because I think the best way to handle anything, whether it's couples or not, is you should be able to mitigate and figure things out together or by yourself. Like, if you can't do that and you constantly need this like second party or third party to fix the problem for you, I think it's just cooked. Like, you're just cooked. Pokemon Home compatibility should be in ZA and LGFR any day. Are they finally adding it? What authority are you speaking from? Not trying to be rude, but what's your experience and stuff? Like, what led you to these conclusions? Well, like, what do you mean? Like, my opinion on it? My opinion on it is I think it's healthy for people to be able to figure things out on their own without needing, like, a secondary or a third party to figure... You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's healthy for people to be able to figure their own problems out. If we can't figure out our problems out on our own, and if we constantly need somebody else to mitigate that or guide us, then how are you ever going to be able to figure it out on your own is kind of the point. I feel like if you're going to therapy, your goal is to try to figure out how to figure out things on your own. And then when you're ready and you feel like you're ready, you say, I don't need a therapist anymore. And then you move on, right? Like, that's kind of the point of therapy. Like, I feel like that's the point of therapy. The point of therapy is not so you can have a long-term therapist to basically tell you how you're supposed to get through things. The point of a therapist should be to... That's an unfair characterization of people who go to therapy. How? I feel like the point of therapy is that. Exactly. Therapy is for gaining the tools to figure things out. That's like literally the point of therapy. Therapy is not a place where you're supposed to go to have somebody else tell you what you're supposed to do. The point is that you're supposed to go to therapy so you can figure things out on your own. If you can't figure things out on your own and you can't do it, then you get a therapist. If you can, you don't need a therapist. That's like the point. If you know how to figure things out on your own, then don't go to therapy. You have it all figured out. You're doing great. Like, you're able to figure things out and process things properly and get through things. But if you can't, then that's where you go to a therapist to better learn how to get through these problems. And then down the line, you're supposed to be able to say, okay, I think I can do this. And you go on your own. That's what the point is. If you're just constantly going to a therapist all the time, There is figuring a problem out than solving the problem. Yeah, but solving the problem is not the therapist's job. It's supposed to be your job. Your job is to, like, figuring a problem out, right? And solving it is, first of all, that's all supposed to be your job. The therapist's job is to help you, guide you to figure out how to figure it out and how to solve it. They're there to basically be like, here's how you work out the problem. Here's how you fix it, right? Or not fix it, but here's how you work out the problem. Think about this. Think about that. You know what I mean? But like, I feel like aurism is like, that's just exactly what therapy is for. I don't think therapy is supposed to be there so you can just go to it all the time to tell somebody your problems. You should be able to figure your shit out on your own. Because at that point, if you're just going to a therapist about everything, you're never getting better. You're not improving. You're just expecting this person to guide you there every single time, and you're never going to improve as a person, couples-wise and just individually-wise. Like, if you're just going to couples therapy all the time, then, you know, you're never going to figure it out with your partner. It's never going to work. You're only supposed to go there for specific reasons. Like, hey, this current incident isn't working and we don't know why it's not working. Can you please, like, help us, guide us to that path of figuring it out? And once you get to that path of figuring it out, that's when you say, all right, we don't need you anymore. I think we could do this on our own. And that's the point of therapy. People often use therapists just to vent. I mean, why? I guess my kind of question is why? I don't know. If you just want to vent to somebody, it's free to just vent to a friend. You know what I mean? Like, that's where I kind of just scratch my head. Like, you're just throwing money at the wall, man. You could just go to a friend if you just feel like venting. Like, if you just want to vent, go to a friend. It's free. You know, like, you don't gotta waste your money on that. Therapy can easily become a crutch to not solve your problems. Well, that's my point. That's my point, is therapy can become a crutch to not solve your problems. And it's why I'm very, like, I'm not anti-therapy, but I'm very, like, skeptical of therapy. Because a lot of people that I've met have used therapy as just a scapegoat from figuring out their problems. Bro vented. Imposter. No, enough. It's very important not to rely on it. No, that's what I mean. I've always tried. Maybe every time I've talked about therapy, I might have worded it super fucking retardedly, right? Because I'm very dumb and I don't know how to word things correctly. But every time I word things about my opinion on therapy, my whole point is that I just think that humans should be able to I think we should all be able to get through our problems ourselves. If we can't get through our problems ourselves, then that's where you step into therapy. If you can figure out problems by yourself, or maybe you're finding a small struggle in it, I don't think you immediately need therapy. You should be able to problem solve. We're capable of problem solving. We should be able to do it ourselves. Some things are difficult. Some things are, you know, it's going to be hard to traverse through. Sorry. But that's like why we as humans need to be able to get through it ourselves. If we can't get through ourselves and we're finding it extremely difficult, then that's when you need a therapist. I just needed therapy to get FAFSA help. That's true. I forgot about that. My therapist when I was younger told me that they aren't told to eventually slow. My therapist when I was younger told me that they aren't told to eventually slowly release their patients as they get better, so that the patients don't think they got better because of the therapy. There's a lot. Listen, man, there's a lot of therapists who do that. That's why I'm so skeptical, not anti-therapist, but I'm very skeptical of therapy, because there's a lot of therapists who do that, where they don't try to get you to the end goal. They are trying to keep you there because you pay them. You're their pay. You are how they get paid. Like, if they lose you, that pay is gone. Now they can't get paid anymore. So a lot of therapists will slow feed you and barely help you, and then they try to keep you around. And it's tough. There's a lot of bad therapists out there. Therapy ideally is the last option. Exactly. Yeah. Therapy should be your last option. I'm going to get chicken tenders. That's therapy. Exactly. I had a friend who was in therapy for years over some childhood PTSD, and their therapist was the one who basically gave them this advice that therapy is a tool, not a crutch. No, yeah. And that friend graduated therapy. Yeah, you're supposed to graduate it. I forgot, I didn't know the term, but thank you. Yes, you're supposed to graduate therapy. That's how it's supposed to work. With any sort of therapy session or whatever, couples therapy, whatever it is, you're supposed to graduate it. You're not, in my opinion, you're not supposed to fucking go to therapy. And if you are just going to therapy because like, why not? Or because of venting, again, just go to a friend or something, man. It's free. It's literally, you're just paying somebody to just talk to. You can just talk to a friend or something. Not, maybe American ones, not up here. Oh, Captain C, man, you'll be surprised. A lot of American therapists for sure like to take advantage of you. Being skeptical of therapy is healthy, but so is therapy. You they pig. Exactly, you they pig. Up here, they on salary. Dude, I've met a few people who, when it comes to like therapy, that it's paid off of like, they make a majority of their money through clients. That's how they make their money. Because you pay them like X amount of money a month. That's usually how it works. They make it through like client pay instead of like physical pay, if that makes sense. They're supposed to encourage you to leave, kind of like Marcus with chatters. I don't vent. What the fuck? You want our dollars? Nuh-uh. I think I said yesterday, don't give me money. You get a mentally well diploma. I don't think so. I don't know how it works. I don't know if it works that way, but I know that they give you like, they basically just say like, hey, you graduated therapy, blah, blah, blah. Congratulations. I don't know if you get like a diploma, but I get it if you want to vent. It's your money, bro. Yeah, but like, I mean, you could save it, you know, I have to waste it on that. I only went for a few months because my mom got divorced and I found out my brother's dad wasn't my dad. Damn, that's rough. Well, see, that's what you go for. A few months, you go, and then boom, you get through it, you're done, you process it. It just means there are no further tools that the therapist can provide you with. So it's not necessarily a good thing. I didn't get one of those. Oh, he didn't get one of those. Who's your buddy? Am I your buddy? Hi, Nox. Yeah, you're my buddy. Actually, I think I did get a diploma. I mean, every therapist is different. Some therapists might give you like a little diploma, I guess. I don't think it really, I think a lot of therapists do their thing differently. Maybe it's all dependent, I guess. I don't really know how it like fully works. By the way, I gotta specify this. I will say I've never gone to therapy before. So obviously this is just my opinion on how I view it. All right. Other people have probably gone to therapy and have different viewpoints of it. I've never been to therapy before. So like, you know what I mean? Like, this is just my opinion on it. Okay. You guys don't have to follow that. I wonder if therapists give out stickers like Beckett. Oh, there's for sure therapists that give you like a sticker. There's definitely therapists that do that. It was a cheap one. They just write your name on it. Oh shit. That sounds kind of awesome, actually.
Joining me today.
I want one.
It's a
really, really annoying, like high.
I've been to therapy. It was boring. Dude, Nox, you're awesome, man. Mine's didn't, but he gave candy. Oh, that's fucking awesome, actually. That'd be super cool if they like gave you candy afterwards. Then I might go to one. If I found out a therapist gives out candy, I might actually go to one.
Chaotic energy that he has. He's just a chaotic, funny, goofy guy. Look at him.
Later, I found out all my sociopathic behaviors are just a product of me being an Aquarius.
So crazy. Look at the gray hairs in his fucking. Look at the gray hairs on his head. I don't think you get.
Look at the
raped so hard. Whoa,
just raped so hard. Snamma. Oh, it's Gamma.
He kind of did have a falling out with Diesel. Essentially, with his mods too. It was choose Diesel or me. And that's also what.
Bro tried to fix me, but I'm unfixable. Don't. God damn it, bro. It's. No, hell no. Hell no. Why are we talking like this?
With Diesel, where he sounded super manipulative the entire time, using weird HR speak, kind of like, oh, we're a family. And
he gave candy before, during, and after. That's awesome.
It's super gay and super annoying. But one thing that I really do like is him crying over the fact that his Discord mods didn't treat him the way he wanted to. He had to step away from the mic and mute it because he was crying so hard. Is that the hardest? Like how much of a bitch do you have to be to where your Discord mods mistreating you or not treating you nicely as a 35-year-old, as a 60-year-old man with a cane? How?
As a 60-year-old man with a cane.
How much of a bitch do you have to be to where that bothers you that much to where you are crying? You are crying. My favorite thing, too, is that when he says, welcome to the Live and Alive from the... I mean, you can tell he watches the song because he says...
Yeah, no. That's insane to me. Having, like, Discord people make you cry is crazy. Like, that's actually insane. I don't know, man. I don't know how... I guess maybe I'm just crazy. I just don't know how people can, like, live most of their life on Discord. I mean, I definitely use Discord, but I kind of only use it to just talk to my friends so I can game with them or something. I've been personally delivered here to torment this chat. Okay, Koopla. Okay, Koopla.
Is Live and Alive. Yes, this is Oppblocks Studios.
No, you were a blessing, Koopla. You were a blessing, not a... You're a blessing. You're a blessing, not a curse. It's actually W Koopla. W Koopla.
But you know, whatever. In the call with Diesel, he says he feels frustrated because people were talking behind his back. He was talking behind Beckett's back, like, for so fucking long. Someone who, like, propped him up as, like, this investigative journalist. The guy who kind of, like, helped, like, boost his career after stealing the Oppblocks channel from these people.
I remember when Discord
feels like no matter what I did, no matter what I do, I'm always the bad guy. And it's like...
What is this art behind
it? I did
him?
Things because
What's this
I
goblin
cared
thing?
about people, and I thought they cared about me the same way.
I'm assuming no malicious intent.
No. Really, no.
Oh, he's gonna cry, dude. He's crying.
Sorry.
Poopla. Oh, hell no. Don't call Koopla Poopla.
I'm back.
Nox, can we get this off the screen? I can't have Nox looking at this, man. He's gonna fucking goon. This guy's actually gonna fucking goon, dude.
Fuck.
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to be as impartial as possible, but like,
we'll listen to this.
Irina's husband being a fan of Queeman and finding out that she was cheating on him by watching a Queeman stream. I think
dude is really throwing it back on the bomb.
I dropped this money on the ground, but it works.
Thank you for the 249 marks or whatever. Yeah, German marks or whatever. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah. Thank you for the 249, Koopla. I dropped this money on the ground, but it works. Thank you, Koopla. Very kind of you.
Together at that point, but you know,
Hi, Ben.
something that he did find out. And again, how much of a bitch do you have to be to have your wife cheating on you through Discord?
Euro. I keep calling it something else. Pisses you off every time. I think first time I called it like a rupee or something. Like ruples or whatever the fuck they're called. I don't remember.
That sucks, man. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching.
I mean, let's be real, man. I said this before. Queeman chatter. Listen, you got to be something to be. Call me a hater. Call me mean. You got to be on drugs to watch Queeman, man. Thank you for the 99-cent shit, Cryptid. You really do like shitting on me. You really do like shitting on me, huh, Cryptid? I don't know how people can sit through an entire Queeman live. It genuinely, like, it blows my mind. You actually have to be on some sort of, like, hallucinogenic to be able to sit through a Queeman stream and not feel at least somewhat, like, bored. Because half of it is just political shit, and half of it is just him not talking. It's just, like, politics and then him not saying a fucking word. I'm sorry, man. I just don't get it. Poopla doesn't give out Rupla. Also, Germany uses Euro. I thought they used marks. Or marks back when they were like Nazis or some shit. Germans might be using Ruples soon. Uh-oh. Oh no. Cryptid is poop maxed right now. I can stand Queeman's voice for 10 minutes. Leave him alone. Sorry, I'll leave him alone. I'm sorry, I will. It's crazy to me that all those gifted subs went to people who aren't here, by the way. Like, it could have easily went to Cryptid. It could have easily went to Melon Man, Koopla, Toaster even. I don't know. Toaster might have it on. Ben. Instead, it went to... Because I want to do like members only again, but like I feel bad doing members only when there's like main chatters just like they just don't have it because all the gifteds went to everyone else but them. I imagine half the Queenman viewers are on massive downers and just can't be bothered to click off. Well, it sounds like it. Fucking Rena's husband apparently is like a, you know, no job, sits and watch Queenman all day kind of guy. Like, that's gotta be it. The only time I've ever watched Queenman and sat through a Queenman stream was when I was playing video games. I was just chilling at home playing some video games, and I was like, I gotta watch something. So I just clicked on Queenman. He was the only one live, and I just left it on. I don't even think I paid attention to what he was saying the whole time. I think I was just so focused on my game. Where's my gifted? Yeah, where is Melon Man's gifted? What the hell, man? All right. We've gotten through pretty much everything. I mean, Palestine, Netflix flag. The last thing I wanted to show you guys was this awesome video that makes me super happy, and I thought maybe I can share this with you guys.
Any survivors out there? Is this thing working? Can you hear me? This is Brant Fitzgerald from the Undead Labs Enclave in Seattle, and I'm broadcasting this message to the State of Decay community to give you an update on State of Decay 3. Over the last few years, most of the team's been doing updates for State of Decay 2. The rest of us have been creating cool for State of Decay 3. We've been keeping a close eye on what you liked about State of Decay 2 and what you didn't. We've read your feedback on Discord. We've watched your gameplay clips and live streams on YouTube.
We just got I've played this game on live many times before.
We've seen how powerful and tight-knit this community is.
That's all you got to do, guys.
It became clear.
I was watching a video on this guy falling in love with Wilbur Soot after hearing his voice once in a video background and falling deeper when he interacted briefly at a meet and greet. Crazy parasocial shit. Sounds pretty awesome, actually. We should actually meet this guy IRL. Dude, I'm literally playing State of Decay 2 right now. Oh shit. Okay, Bacon. You know, dude, I love State of Decay so fucking much. It might be like one of my favorite games of all time. So when they announced this game like six years ago, and when I kept finding out more and more that it just, no updates, no release date, nothing, just keeps getting pushed, I gave up. I fucking gave up, and I assumed this game was never releasing ever. And then they came out with this.
Clear the community is survival, and that we need your help. And if you've made it this far, great, because starting next month, we'll be hosting a series of alpha playtests with the community. Listen, I'm not going to spoil
I wish I could do it,
but I can say that it will feature 4-player co-op, some new base building and resource strategy.
4-player co-op, by the way, I think Rao mentioned this to me. So the way State of Decay's online works is you all have to be on at the exact same time. Now, I think it's making it so that you can just, it's like a server-based thing where you could be on at any moment in time. It doesn't matter. Anyone can get on and play the game and progress and whatnot and just play in the co-op where, oh my goodness, man. Oh my God.
Strategies and a whole lot of combat. If scavenging supplies in the middle of a zombie outbreak sounds fun to you, then grab your ruck, pack some mags, and head over to our website to find more information and register for a chance to be included in the alpha.
Go, I gotta sign up. I gotta sign up.
Round, don't worry. We'll keep your name on the list and have plenty of other opportunities for you throughout the year.
Dude, I'm so excited,
we'll be sharing
bro.
More updates like this throughout development to keep you up to date on what's new, what we're learning, and let you know about more opportunities to join the fun.
Yeah, it's host-based progression. Only the host really benefits. I know, which is why it was one thing I didn't like about online, because I used to play it with my wife like constantly. We would constantly play together, but it was literally like only like, you know, the second person joining was like a community member from their community, and then, you know, there'd just be like my community and they're only helping the host. Now it's like, I wonder if it's gonna just be like you can start up a world together and you're in like the same community together and playing together with like the same community characters or something. Like that would be super cool. I just like, and we can all get on at different times and stuff too. Marcus, the multiplayer is awesome. We can finally play together. I know. I want to play. I would love to play with Rouse so bad. That would be like so fucking fun. I'm so excited for this fucking game, dude. I'm so excited. I've been waiting so long for this game, and I trust that it's actually going to be like fun. I trust that it's actually going to be a good game. I'm so excited.
Thank you again for your support and your patience over
They
the
weren't
years.
giving
We
any
cannot wait
updates
to
before
share
this,
more
too.
Information about State of Decay with you. Remember,
What game? State of Decay
community
3.
is survival.
So this is State of Decay 3 that they're announcing. State of Decay 2 is the game that I've played a few times. It's that zombie game that you guys have seen me on stream play. But like, dude, they were giving no updates to this game. There was 0 updates constantly for 6 straight fucking years. And now finally we get a whole ass update about like an official alpha playtest, which is fucking awesome. It means that the game is, we're going to start playing it. Like people are going to start playing it and testing it. And it's going to happen. Like it feels like it's going to happen. It has to happen.
Oh God.
God, I'm so excited, bro. I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so excited. I want this game so bad, dude. I want this game so bad. I was so scared because if you guys don't know about State of Decay, it's a Xbox exclusive. And Xbox has been in the shitter for like the past, I don't even know how many years. Xbox has been going down the shitter for years. And this game was an Xbox exclusive. And Xbox dropped a shit ton of their companies that were doing like Xbox exclusive games. And I was worried this was going to be one of them. I was very worried that State of Decay was just going to be one of those games that just, nope, we're done. We're cutting the plug. So, oh man, I'm so SOD2 is so close to being the ideal zombie game. I've got the highest hopes for 3. I know State of Decay, in my opinion, 2 is like, it's how I want a zombie game to feel and to be. It's like, it's literally how I want it to be and everything. And all it needs, 3, I feel like all it needs is just a few things to make it a little bit more interactive with like, for example, like characters and like maybe story-wise and stuff. Maybe survival-wise, like maybe a little bit more, I don't know how to put it. Like just being able to make it feel a little bit more like survival-esque. Just a little bit more put into it, a little bit more community connection, maybe like something to make it feel like you're a little bit more connected to characters as well, to make it feel like it's genuinely like a zombie survival. It would be ideal. I love zombie games, but I'd have to see some gameplay. I think me personally, maybe I'm insane, but I'm a guy who recommends like if you like zombie style stuff or if you like zombie games, this is the best one. Like, I don't think I can think of a zombie game better than State of Decay. I think this is definitely like the best zombie game out there. That's just me. I glazed the shit out of this game. That's it. I just glazed the shit out of this game because it's like one of my favorite games of all time. So, yeah. I'm excited for Pokemon Champions. I was excited for it too. I don't know when it releases. Because isn't it like competitive Pokemon essentially? It's just basically competitive. But I heard some pretty rough stuff about it. So I'm getting a little worried because I've heard some pretty tough things about it. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know. Because I would love to play Champions. Then I could just play it like it's already out. Oh, I didn't know it was out yet. Well, shit. I've been missing the grind, man. But Captain C, isn't it? Oh, you're right. It came out yesterday. It came out yesterday, bro. It literally came out yesterday. Well, shit. Look up a review. Yeah, let's see. Is there a price to it? I thought it was free. It's a free to start game, but you have to get like, there's like battle passes or something. I'm pretty sure it's just Pokemon, but just competitive. And you have to unlock Pokemon or whatever through while playing it to get like, so you can like compete with better Pokemon or something. Yeah, ranked battles, casual battles, and private battles. Okay. So yeah, it's ranked Pokemon essentially. I'm not seeing any reviews yet. It did just come out, so I've just seen some people complain about it a little bit. bugs. I've heard there's a lot of bugs in it. It's gonna be on Switch for a while, and mobile is coming. It's free. Yeah, I definitely want to play it for sure. I'm excited. Target charged me for the Tomodachi Life game. Oh, that's huge. That means we're gonna get our physical copy. I'm so excited. You can use Pokemon Home, I think. Oh, okay, okay. Look for gameplay streams. Let's snipe. Okay, let's see. Because I would love to get into it and just... Holy shit. I just found something insane. What is this? Oh my god! This looks like the fucking... This looks like Friday the 13th game!
Multiplayer in Halloween is a 1v4 asymmetrical horror experience that pits the residents of Haddonfield against the shape of pure evil, Michael Myers. In
Is
this
this like the Friday the
quintessential
13th
slasher
game?
simulator, our playable cast of civilian characters desperately attempt to save their neighbors and themselves from the omnipresent boogeyman, while Michael fixates on stalking and slaying his targets. Halloween provides familiar elements fans of the genre know and love, but we're incredibly excited to pull back the curtain and unveil more details that demonstrate our commitment to delivering our most robust, dynamic, and terrifying multiplayer offering yet.
Dude, I wish they could bring back the Friday the 13th game, bro. You know Halloween, right, Marcus? No, I do. I'm familiar with Michael Myers and the whole entire series and stuff. I wish they could bring back the Friday the 13th game. If you guys have ever seen that game or played it, dude, oh my god, bro, that game was so good. That was such a fun game. I used to play that game every single day. I loved it so much. This game looks just like it. This is so exciting.
Michael Myers is a creeping, methodical killer, and on Halloween night, Haddonfield becomes his hunting ground. The boogeyman's primary desire is to eliminate every living resident in this quiet town. But he also begins each match with a list of special targets that supply greater rewards if killed before time expires.
Okay.
These unfortunate residents are positioned across various sites in the map, and Michael players are empowered to use their nightmare suite of abilities to locate, terrorize, and ultimately execute their victims and anyone bold enough to interfere with their bloodthirsty ambitions. Killer Sense allows players to step behind the mask.
I forgot the
and
name of the main
stalk
character,
residents of
the girl
Haddonfield.
from the movies, though.
When using this skill and entering the first-person perspective, Michael becomes aggressively aware of his surroundings and the proximity of potential prey. By focusing on targets with murderous intent, Michael builds varying levels of stalk, which aid him in identifying and tracking targets and open increasingly satisfying options for executions.
Oh yeah.
An effective killer always keeps their victims unaware of their
Oh, yeah.
presence until those final fatal moments. While historically
Oh,
Michael
yeah.
Myers isn't known for his speed, fundamental abilities like shape jump amplify the shape's mobility with hauntingly unpredictable results. In shape jump, Michael slips into the shadows to move around environments unseen. Not only does this increase Michael's base movement speed, but it also provides access to other powerful traversal options, including Shape Dash, which sends Michael lunging forward with violent momentum. Shape Jump is confidently one of the most powerful tools at Michael's disposal, and supplies...
I'm a little worried the whole, like... Because, okay, the thing about Friday the 13th that I liked about the game is that each character had, like, specific abilities or they were good at certain things. So we all picked, like, different characters for different certain things. And then there was different Jasons that all were good at different separate things. Like, they each were... I think one had the ability to attack from range and, like, throw shit. And then others had, like, different abilities that allowed them to, like, go to different places and stuff. Like, shapeshift into... Not shapeshift, but, like, shift into different areas or something. I can't remember the Jasons. But they all had different, like, abilities and stuff like that. And I'm worried that this game doesn't have that. It's just one Michael. Like, it's just one Michael, and that's just how it works. Bye, Nox.
Unlimited possibilities for iconic jump scare moments.
Stay cool.
However, that potency comes with a few major caveats. Our masked antagonist can only enter and exit shape jump while in the cover of darkness or outside a resident's line of sight.
Okay.
The light may
so you can
provide
use lights.
temporary reprieve for the residents of Haddonfield, but Michael can work to remove sources of illumination by shutting off lights, cutting power, and even catalyzing temporary blackouts. Despite the unquestionable malevolence of Michael Myers, his horrifying homecoming to Haddonfield won't be welcomed without resistance. As the body count climbs and evidence of the boogeyman's presence becomes undeniable, local authorities, residents, and distinct playable civilians may decide to gather weapons and face off against evil itself.
Okay, do the characters have different abilities?
Michael knows his way around sharp objects and will have multiple options for melee combat encounters. And if especially persistent Haddonfieldites do manage to get the upper hand in an exchange, don't worry.
It's not possible.
We've said it once, and we'll say it again. You can't kill the boogeyman.
Okay, so it is similar. It is very similar to Friday the 13th then.
While Michael swiftly endeavors to turn Haddonfield into a graveyard, our heroic group of civilian characters desperately attempts to save their neighbors and escape the boogeyman's bloodthirst. As a civilian, it's up to you to find fellow Haddonfield residents, convince them of his malicious intent, and guide them safely to one of several possible randomized escapes located.
Yeah, I mean,
around
you
the
could
map.
do that in Friday the 13th. I remember back then, so there was only one character that could kill Jason. And that's a way to win the game. Is if you called Tommy, and then if one character died, that person would respawn as Tommy Jarvis. Or is that his name? Tommy Jarvis? Yeah. And then Tommy had a gun, but it didn't matter if it was a gun or not. You could kill him either way. Like other characters, you just stun Jason. But if you're Tommy, you could actually kill him. Like there was a way to kill him with it. So I remember people would just do that, and then they'd huddle around Jason. We'd all just like run in circles around him and shit and trap him, and then just kill him with Tommy, and then it'd be like easy. Or like there were glitches. Back then, there was like glitches to get on like roofs and shit, like ways to just sneak onto like roofs through a glitch. And that shit was the funnest shit. Like we'd just be on top of the roof and Jason would not know how the fuck to get up there.
Map before they meet an untimely end. This distinctive cast of playable civilian characters each comes equipped with unique stats,
Okay, they do.
special traits,
Okay, they do.
and signature personalities. To ensure no two matches of Halloween play out the same, our team has constructed a vast playground of possibilities in Haddonfield, offering civilians a multitude of diverse gameplay systems to aid them in achieving their objectives and surviving the night. As civilians navigate these environments, they'll uncover points of interest, revealing resident NPCs, lootable containers, hiding places, telephones, possible escape routes, and more. Thoroughly and cautiously exploring your surroundings could very well mean the difference between life and death.
I remember, well, they got rid of such a good game.
And when
I know.
death comes to
It
your
was
little
because of
town,
like
it's
licensing.
probably-
It's because I guess the people who made it never got proper licensing or something for the name, like the Friday the 13th name. And then they had to go through like fucking lawsuits and shit to try to keep it. And it just died because they weren't able to update the game because of it. And they weren't able to like upkeep it or do anything with it. So it just died. It was so sad because I loved that game so much. Like it was so much fun. But
Probably not a
yeah.
bad idea to head to your neighbors and contact the local authorities. Civilians are tasked with tracking down surviving residents and warning them of the looming threat. Successful conversations with residents can permit civilians to request additional calls to police, commands to find secure hiding places, or companionship as they navigate the formerly peaceful streets of Haddonfield.
Can we just wait as Michael? Can we just like kill civilians then? Can we just like kill regular people?
Whether it's a local family friend or the authorities, there's safety in numbers. Once the innocent residents of Haddonfield...
I'm worried it will have the same problem. It's because Friday the 13th, I think they had, at the start, they had like the license and stuff to do it, but later down the line, they lost it. It could face that same fate of like, it will lose the license over time or whatever. So it is a bit of a worry. It's a bit of a scare. I don't know if it will, because I think after after Friday the 13th's problem, this one will I'm assuming games in the future are definitely taking the precautions to make sure that that doesn't happen with their games. Because I think there was a Texas Chainsaw game as well. You know what would be a good one? A Nightmare on Elm Street one would be good. That one would be a fucking awesome one to do, because you'd be stuck in a dream. Like, you have to figure out how to get out of the dream or something. Oh, that would be awesome.
Field have been located and persuaded it's time for the civilians to plan their harrowing escape. Lootable containers scattered throughout the map contain weapons, distractions, and key items that can be used to unlock and access a variety of possible escape routes. The location of these items and escapes changes from match to match, so civilians greatly
it is
benefit from
completely
adjusting
the
their
same as,
strategies
it is literally the
based on the
exact same
objects
as
uncovered.
Friday the 13th.
It's also worth noting that initiating these escape sequences generates a tremendous amount of noise, which will alert Michael to your
Like the
exact
car.
location. So what happens in the likely event that a civilian becomes another display of Michael's wretched, inhumane nature? Well, their Haddonfield story isn't over just yet. Even in death, they can support their friends and even return as a sheriff's deputy or the unrelenting Dr. Loomis.
Okay,
Once
Dr.
they've
Loomis. Okay, so you can bring in. So this is literally Friday the 13th. This is the exact same thing. It is literally Friday the 13th, but just modern, and instead of Friday the 13th, it's Halloween, which is good. Have you seen any good horror movies recently? Fuck, dude, I haven't watched any recently because I've heard some actual horrible things about most of them, and I just refuse to go. I mean, I watched what's it called? Ready or Not 2, which I don't exactly think it's horror because it's not really scary or anything. But that's the most recent one, and I enjoyed that one a lot. I finally got a chance to watch like Weapons a while ago, and that one was good. I enjoyed that one. I feel like people said it wasn't good, and I disagree. I think it was a good movie. It's weird and it's got a lot going on, but it's good. Trying to think. There's just a few that are like considered horror movies that I just wouldn't consider horror movies because it's not like it's scary. You know, when I think of horror, I think like there should be like some level of fear, not fear, but like creepiness to it, you know? And then I also have that list that you guys need to update me on. Let me figure out the list. Okay, never mind. By the way, chat, you guys still have to help me fill out the list. I haven't started it yet because I still have to get my first fucking video done because I'm taking forever to do it. But if anybody wants to suggest a horror movie that is scary, like something that'll make me jump, something that's like gonna make me actually like jump, you guys can suggest one for free. It does not cost money. I'm not gonna expect money from you guys. You guys could just suggest suggest movies, horror movies, and once I hit 15 of them, it's done. And then I'm gonna rank them for a video based off of which one is the scariest, which one got me the most. It's going to be off the criteria of which one scared me the most. Not like, I'll factor in if they're good or not. I'll factor in if they're like good. Because if it's like a really bad one and I didn't enjoy watching it, but it was scary, it's like, okay, that might affect its ranking. Jeepers Creepers. Didn't the guy who made that's like a fucking pedophile. But I guess I could watch the first one, I guess.
Emerged upon the streets of Haddonfield, they can cooperate with the remaining civilians and
you can tell me
responding
the
officers
interesting idea for
to
a
try
video.
and put a stop to Michael's murderous rampage.
Freeze where you are, Michael. You're coming with me.
While he can't be killed.
Oh yeah, well, to be fair, yeah, make the condition that I shit my pants. Yeah, exactly, Toaster. Make me shit my pants.
Enough community resistance, the proper equipment, and sheer manpower, he can be detained.
Dog, that police officer got fucked up, and somehow he got through it.
And shipped back.
Watch Weapons? I just watched it. I just did, like, a month ago. Rena, you're silly, man. You're goofy.
Sanitarium. Halloween is a legendary film with a genre-defining legacy.
Halloween 3 is that one that where isn't Halloween 3 the one where there's like it has nothing to do with fucking Michael, by the way? Isn't that the one where it's like it's like an ad? Is it right? I'm stuttering so fucking much today. Fuck me. It's like an ad or something on a TV and it's like evil. Hereditary is great. I'm finally off. Hi Mira. Watch it again.
Settling sense of dread to our asymmetrical horror standoffs. By empowering players to control the tension and stage the
Still a good
scares,
movie, Jeepers
we're building
Creepers?
a multiplayer experience.
Which one, Jeepers Creepers? Yeah, maybe. I actually never watched the Jeepers Creepers movies because of the fact that I learned that the guy who made it is like a pedophile who like raped. What the fuck is happening, bro? My phone just randomly went off. My bad. Oh, hi, Rena. How are you? For some reason, I've been hearing your name a lot lately. I'm finally off too, Marcus. Hi, Gamma. Mod Rena and send her flowers. Hey, listen, man. I'm good. Hey, man, listen. I'm married. I'm good. I'm married. I have a wife. I'm inbound to get dinner.
Designed with replayability at the forefront. We'll have more details to share regarding character progression, character traits, customization, proximity chat, and more.
Have you seen Barbarian? I absolutely love Barbarian. That was a great movie. I watched that movie. It was a while ago. That one does scare me. That one actually did fucking scare me a lot. I do love Barbarian. That's a good movie.
Thrilling gameplay features in the coming months. But we can't wait for all of you to join us when Halloween launches on September 8th, 2026.
That's exciting. Yeah, that one was such a trip. I wasn't really expecting the way it went, but I mean, because when they get to a certain part, I thought it was a completely different thing. I thought it was going one route, and then when you get further down the line, it's like, okay, this is getting even crazier. All good things, I'm sure. Oh yeah, it's all been great things. Okay, Pokemon Champions, by the way. Yeah, see, it's a mess. This guy says it's a mess. This guy's saying it's not good. Oh, this is a Wolfie video.
Here's everything you need to know to get started with Pokemon
What does Wolfie
Champions.
have to say about
Starting
Champions?
With, what is Pokemon Champions? Pokemon Champions is a new Pokemon game centered around battling and will be the home of competitive play moving forward.
You're a queen
It lowers the
around
barrier
these
to
parts.
entry
That's
of
true,
competitive
Rena.
play by a massive amount, with the intent of bringing battling to even more people. There's currently a Switch and Switch 2 version out right now, and a mobile version has been announced for later this year. The main currency in this game is something called VP. You cannot obtain VP via microtransactions, but you get plenty of VP just for playing the game, so this isn't a huge issue. If you're not familiar, by the way, hello, my name is Wolf. I am a competitive Pokemon player and have been since 2011. And I've been making
He's like the
videos here on
goat.
YouTube about competitive
Wolfie's like the goat.
play for over a decade at this point, with the goal of bringing more people into the game. I've entered tournaments for many years and have even won the Pokemon World Championships. I'm posting a new video every single day until April ends to celebrate Pokemon Champions release, so if you like that, you should subscribe, or at least come back tomorrow, because there'll be another video. Anyway, let's talk about the details of Pokemon Champions, starting with recruitment. Recruitment is the new
Yeah, you have to
terminology
recruit
used for how
Pokemon.
you get Pokemon in this game, since you're not going out and catching them in Pokeballs like you would in a normal Pokemon game. In Pokemon Champions, there are two ways
So Mega Evolution is in this game? Okay, that's good.
you can get Pokemon. You can either recruit them from a pre-selected pool of 10 Pokemon that refreshes every day, or you can transfer them in from Pokemon Home.
Okay.
Every 22 hours, you'll be able to refresh the pool of Pokemon offered to you via the recruitment feature. The pool contains 10 different Pokemon with variable stats, moves, and abilities.
Pokemon Home is kind of crazy, actually. It's like competitive Pokemon where you can use a Pokemon you've been using for years in like a separate game that you just transferred to home. That's actually kind of crazy.
These Pokemon will always have 2 of their stats fully trained and the remaining 2 points put into another stat, but the way that these Pokemon are trained is not always optimal. If you don't want to wait the full 22 hours to recruit a new Pokemon, well, you have some options. You can use Quick Coupons, which is a currency specifically for this reason, to speed up...
See, I heard the coupons and VP stuff was a problem. I heard people were like talking about how they can only battle like a certain amount of times before they can't battle anymore. They have to wait a while to get more VP or something or whatever to battle more. That was a problem I heard.
Process. 1 quick coupon reduces the time until refresh by 1 hour. You can also pay VP to do this immediately. It costs 100 VP per quick coupon, so 2200 VP for a full reset. When you go to recruit a Pokemon, you have 2 options. The first is something called a trial recruitment. This is free and doesn't cost any VP. Trial recruitment will last for 7 days, and the Pokemon cannot be retrained or have their moves changed during this time. Pokemon can be upgraded to permanent recruits whenever you want during this period, and that's the other option that you have, which is to permanently recruit a Pokemon. This costs 2500 VP or 1 teammate ticket.
Okay.
This allows you to keep the Pokemon forever, and you can retrain it however you wish. Retraining comes with an associated cost, which we'll talk about in a second. You are allowed to recruit multiple instances of the same Pokemon species if you would like. This can be useful for having several teams, or if you want to use both the Mega version of a Pokemon and the non-Mega version of a Pokemon, who may prefer different sets. One tip that I have for you when it comes to permanent recruitment is to think about how often you intend to use the Pokemon that you're recruiting, as well as to think about how easy it is for you to get the Pokemon if you decide to pass on it right now. For example, if you don't have Scarlet or Violet and Earthworm were offered, maybe you would consider taking it. Whereas if you do have Scarlet and Violet, maybe you wouldn't use a permanent recruitment for that because you could just go out and catch an Earthworm and Scarlet and transfer it in. We'll talk about that next time. I'm getting ahead of myself. Pokemon that you find in recruitment can be shiny. There will be a special animation in the lineup if a Pokemon is shiny or has a mark, so you'll be able to tell. Pokemon recruited or otherwise obtained
you just
through
got
gifts.
So you just got to get a chance to get a shiny then. Okay, interesting. So stats are random. So the stats of the random recruitment Pokemon are random. And then I feel like this game is definitely encouraging using home more, which is good. Because I mean, I feel like I just rather put a Pokemon in home, something that I'm used to using, something that I've used in the past, and just put it in home and then use it here. I feel like that's just something I'd rather have than just constantly trying to find like a good fucking Pokemon from the fucking rancher over here.
Pokemon champions cannot be transferred to Pokemon Home. This is only true
but
of
you
Pokemon
can retrain them after
through Pokemon champions.
So stats can be reset. I guess that's fair, yeah.
Take out again. Okay, speaking of bringing Pokemon in and taking them out, let's talk about Pokemon Home. You are able to bring Pokemon from Pokemon Home into Pokemon Champion, and in my opinion, this is the best way of getting Pokemon into this game.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I feel like Home is just the best way to do it, which makes Home very useful. Which I heard that, you know, Home was not very useful for a while. Like, people just don't care for Home, or it was shitty. And this is definitely, like, useful. You can put Pokemon into Pokemon Home, transfer it over to here where you can play competitively. That makes this, like, that makes Home very nice.
Pokemon in doesn't cost any VP, and stats, moves, and abilities will transfer over. If you want to do this, it's actually relatively straightforward. First, you want to select Pokemon Champions in the Pokemon Home app. Pokemon transferred in only visit from home. They will actually remain in Pokemon Home even when they are present in Pokemon Champions, but they can't be altered or moved in Pokemon Home while they are visiting Champions. Pokemon keep their previous training when they're transferred to Champions, but they can be altered in Champions without affecting the Pokemon in Home. There is no cooldown or cost to importing Pokemon from
Do you have Home? I actually don't have Home, simply because I've heard, like, negative things about how they don't, like, how it's, like, poorly upkept and stuff. So I just never cared to, like, use it. I've just never cared to use it because I've never played Pokemon on a competitive level. You know, I've never gone online and battled and stuff just because I never had time. I just never had time to do so. Plus, I didn't like that it was always, like, year-based. You know, like, new game, got to switch to the new one to play. So I was always like, eh.
Pokemon Home, but they do take up a box space. If you don't want to spend any real-life dollars, you will only have 30 box spaces, so you need to be intentional about how you use these. If you get the starter pack, this 30 limit upgrades to 80, and if you get the membership, it goes to 1,000. These do not scale linearly.
Holy shit.
Like I said, transferring a Pokemon from Pokemon Home is probably the best and quickest way to get a Pokemon easily, especially
about keeping the Pokemon from each gen? Yeah, but I just have the game. I don't know, like, I play the game in the old generation, I have my Pokemon in the game. It's, like, in the game. Like, if I booted up my old, like, Platinum, my team that I won with is there. I got Fat Shack. Why is it called Fat Shack? That's because you called it fat, you asshole. Fat-shaming loser.
It doesn't cost any VP, so if you've been playing the other games, you already have a leg up when it comes to Champions.
But bring them into the new games? Why would I do that? Because every new game I play, I always play with the current... I play with, like, a new team. I try out a new team every game. I always try new teams every time I go to a new game. I'm not going to use a Pokemon that I used in the previous game, because that's just weird. Like, I want to try out new mons.
Just like with recruitment, you can have multiple of the same species of Pokemon transferred in from Pokemon Home. So you could have a fast Incineroar and a slow Incineroar and even a medium Incineroar. In Pokemon Champions, you can train Pokemon however you want using either VP or a training ticket. Raising a Pokemon stat point
it's
costs
a
5
restaurant?
VP per
Oh,
point
shit.
For a total of 330 VP to fully train a Pokemon. Changing a Pokemon's nature costs 500 VP. Changing its ability also costs 500 VP, and changing a move costs 250 VP. To change all 4 moves, that's 1000 VP. Training in Pokemon Champions appears to be somewhat opposite to how it has been in previous games, where training in Pokemon stats was the most tedious aspect and changing the moves was often the easiest, whereas in Pokemon Champions, changing a move is actually the most costly. This is why Pokemon Home can be so big, because you can bring Pokemon in that already have the right ability and moves that you caught in other games that were relatively easy to get. You get 500 VP and 24 quick coupons daily as long as you log in, recruit a Pokemon, and do one ranked battle, regardless of whether you win or lose. There's also weekly missions which award lots of VP and quick coupons. Various objectives including winning ranked battles, using moves of certain types, using super effective moves, landing critical hits, and more are all potential mission objectives. Some missions, for example type-based ones, can be re-rolled for free. So if you don't have any grass-type Pokemon, you have a grass-type mission, you may be able to just get rid of that and get something else instead. Starter missions award quick coupons and VP. These are basic tasks like reaching Great Ball tier, changing your outfit, or even just winning a casual battle. Membership gives you exclusive missions that award teammate tickets or training tickets.
Okay.
Replica teams. This is different than it's been in past
Replica
games.
teams?
In the past, replica teams were rental team. And the way it worked is if you shared a rental team online, anybody who entered the code would be able to use that team in battle. Replica teams are unfortunately different and not necessarily in a positive way. Replica teams require you to train the Pokemon to match the team. It requires you to have all 6 Pokemon and the items before you can train the Pokemon to match. It is a convenient way to get a team quickly, but it does still consume resources, unlike rental teams in previous games. Training for all 6 of the Pokemon will happen at one time with one button press. You get 3 battle team slots without membership or 18 with it. That's 18 total. Not
You know what
18.
I'm gonna do, man? I'm
There's
gonna
4
make one
different types of
fucking. I'm gonna make one team, and I'm just gonna go crazy with it. I'm just gonna make one team and go crazy with it.
battles. The one that'll be most popular is ranked. The ranked ladder lets you obtain VP after matches. You'll be matched against players with a similar ranking on the ladder. You rank up.
Dude,
from
why?
Pokeball
I hate that the health is percentages, bro. What the fuck is that? I like it when it's a number, man.
Press. You get 3 battle team slots without membership or 8. There's 4 different types of battles. The one that'll be most popular is ranked. The ranked ladder lets you obtain VP.
Look at this shit, man. Why does it say 13%? That's so retarded. I like it when it's health, man. This is so dumb.
For matches. You'll be matched against players with a similar ranking on the ladder. You rank up from Pokeball tier all the way to Champion tier. This is a new tier that's after Master Ball. How much VP you earn depends on whether you win or lose. It also depends on some other factors such as what tier you are in. Ranked battles are the default and encouraged way to play Pokemon Champions. The tiers are the beginner tier, which is the tutorial tier, then Pokeball, Great Ball, Ultra Ball, Master Ball, and finally Champion tier. Each tier has 4 stages, starting at 4.
Percentages on the
1.
HP
so
bar?
from Pokeball 4 to
Lame. It's
Pokeball
so
3.
lame, bro. It's so lame when it's not like the actual like health number. Percent my ass. Take that shit off.
To 2 to 1, and then you go to Great Ball 4, so on and so forth. The next battling style is casual battles. These are functionally identical to ranked battles.
Hell no.
just
Why
no
would you play
VP
casual?
rewards and also no ranked ladder. They are a good way to play if you are worried about losing ranking points or if you just want to test an idea out on the ladder.
I guess that's
the third
fair,
form of
yeah.
battles is private battles.
If you just want to test
In
like
these,
a
you select a
team.
preferred format and you battle against your friends. It's worth noting that even in private battles, the 6v6 single game mode is not currently available. The 4th battle mode is online competitions. These are online ladder-style competitions where everybody starts out at the same rank and then you see who can get the highest on the ladder within a set time period. If you know what the grand challenges or global challenges are from Scarlet and Violet, that's where these will be. All forms of battle can be either single or double battles. Double battles are the official competitive format and the format that I personally specialize in. Single battles are the 3v3 format instead, so you bring 6 Pokemon to a battle and pick 3. There's currently no way to play 6v6 single battles in Pokemon Champions. All items in the in-game shop are purchased with VP.
So it's pure
There are no
3v3 then.
If you're interested
You
in
can't
playing
do a
competitively,
6v6
the
unless
majority
you do
of things
the
you'll be
double
purchasing from
battle.
the shop are the held items, including the Mega Stones. The selection of items that are in the game at launch is actually very small. We have reason to believe that this will be expanded over time, though how quickly it's difficult to say. In the meantime, you'll want to stock up on staple items though. Berries cost 400 VP, held items are variable as of launch, but typically range between 700 and 1000 VP. Megastones are 2000 VP each. Clothing items, cosmetics, throwing styles, and victory poses are all variable. And the battle music is 5000
Oh, the character
VP,
creation
and
looks
features music
disgusting.
from all previous mainline games.
I did not like how
Currently,
that
there are
character
3 main
looked, bro.
packages
That was
offered to
actually so
players who want to
gross.
spend money. The starter pack costs $6.99 and gives you 50 training tickets, 30 teammate tickets, and gives you the music from the trainer battle from Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. I think if you want to spend money, this is a pretty good deal. It's a one-time purchase, it's $7 only. The 50 extra box spaces are nice, and the 50 training tickets can save you a bunch of time, especially if you don't have a previous Pokemon game to transfer in. The next option is the Battle Pass, which costs $9.99 each season. This is the premium version of the standard Battle
That
Pass.
fucking
You earn
Battle
SP
Pass
from
every
these
month
through
thing is
season
crazy,
points
bro.
For doing ranked battles and missions.
Pokemon
The
getting Battle
resets each
Pass,
season with
dude.
new rewards.
That's
They were
insane.
Mega Stones, teammate tickets, training tickets, quick coupons, Pokemon, and profile cosmetics. It's difficult for me to judge right now whether the Battle Pass
We're
is
in
worth
a
it, my opinion.
we're in
I
a
think it's hard
time, we're living in a time where Pokemon has fucking battle passes, man. Whatever, dude.
more, like,
Whatever.
situation. For example, I have many of the previous Pokemon games, so the Pokemon offered through the Battle Pass is not really an especially appealing factor for me, but if you haven't played those games and you don't have access to those Pokemon, maybe it's more worthwhile for you. I'd recommend looking at what the potential rewards are and keeping in mind that you only get the higher tiers if you actually play a lot and get up to that. The third form of monetization is membership. This costs $4.99
This is what I'm talking
per
about.
month or
Membership is
$49.99
crazy,
per
bro.
year. Membership allows you to store 1,000 more Pokemon in your box. It allows you to have 15 battle teams usable at one time. It unlocks membership exclusive missions and membership exclusive battle songs. This is the priciest option. so I don't feel
Membership
comfortable
is
telling you whether or not it's worth it, because it
crazy.
really depends. I will be getting membership, but also I'm a Pokemon YouTuber, so my circumstances are likely different than you who is watching this.
Yeah, like I don't even get the like why. See, okay, I understand like starter pack thing where like you get a little extra space in the box and stuff and whatnot, but like, you know, oh, $7 you get fucking you get a few extra things to help you or whatnot. Membership and battle pass, holy fuck, exactly. Like, come on, bro. Come on, man. This is ridiculous, bro. I just want to fucking play Pokemon competitively. That's really all I want to do. I was hoping Pokemon Champions would just be a great way for people to use this route as a way to play competitive Pokemon. So then they don't have to just switch from game to game every single year. You could just literally play Pokemon competitively through one source. But now we got to pay for like memberships and fucking battle passes if we want to be able to get certain benefits and stuff. Like, it's just...
General advice, make smart
It's
financial
rough.
decisions. Don't spend money you don't have. You know the drill. The current rule set is called Regulation M-A, and it runs until June 16th.
Because my problem with it is these are like pay to win things, because now these people who are paying for memberships and stuff get multiple box space and they get multiple options for separate teams. You can't have like a whole bunch of teams if you're not paying for the membership, and you can't have a bunch of different Pokemon in your box for this. So you have to set up certain teams compared to somebody who could just set up a whole lineup and have it set and ready for whenever they want. So it's literally like they get that advantage of having so much more space, which is just ridiculous. Palworld is dog shit, Melon Man. I don't know what to tell
After the
you.
North American International
Palworld fell off,
Championships, which is
bruh.
the final tournament before this season's World Championships. It has a specific list of Pokemon that are allowed, and I will say it's a very unique format for a number of reasons, but in part because the item pool, at least unless they add more in, is so small. We're missing many of the classic items, such as the Assault Vest and the Choice Band and the Life Orb and the Flame Orb and many other classic important items. This is pretty unprecedented. We've never had a Pokemon game without access to all of our held items. The following regulation is called Regulation M-B, and we don't know much about this except that it starts after Regulation M-A. This year's World Championships will be played on Regulation M-B. Now that you know how to get started with Pokemon Champions, you may be thinking, okay, how do I win? Hello, I'd like to win a game. Hello. Well, you're in luck, because the
It's
current
easy,
plan is
bro.
to host an introduction to competitive Pokemon, covering many of the basic concepts on April 11th, which is this Saturday as of the time I'm posting this. It may be in the past, depending on when you...
Why would you need an update? Why would you need an update on how to play Pokemon? That's, I don't know, maybe I'm insane, maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm being mean, but like, I don't know, I feel like battling is like relatively simple. I mean, if it comes to like knowing how to use moves like Trick Room and all these different like setup moves and stuff, that's for sure something that people are not going to understand, but that's for sure something people are not going to get. Nintendo's still losing lawsuits to them? Yeah, but I mean, Palworlds is just... I'm sorry, man, but I'll never get on this train of Palworlds is like a good game. It is literally just a carbon copy. Most of the Pokemon have lack of like proper design. It's just stolen fucking Pokemon. All it is just another like quote unquote Pokemon killer, blah blah blah. It's gonna be the one that does it, and then it doesn't do it because no one fucking cares enough about the game. It gets super hyped, like It gets overhyped for the first like couple months and then nobody talks about it ever again. Like, I don't know, man. It's just like, it's one of those games you play for like a couple months and then you're like, okay, now I'm bored. Because it doesn't have anything of value in it. It's like Ark. It's literally just Ark mixed with Pokemon where like, oh, you get a bunch of Pokemon to make guns. Cool. And then afterwards you're like, okay, now what? Nothing. It's like, great. It was never a good game to begin with, man. Do you like Digimon? I've actually never tried Digimon, but Captain C keeps trying to get me to try it, and Ben, and I've heard some great things about it. Pal World is Ark with pals, yeah. Fair, it has no player base. It just doesn't. Like, I just don't like this whole concept of like, oh, it's the Pokemon killer. It's going to be the one. Because they say that every time a game that's like Pokemon adjacent comes out. And it's like, it's not gonna. You know, it's like, it's not gonna do it. You know, people are going to play it for like a couple months. And then they're just going to drop it because they get bored. Which, to be fair to Pal Worlds, for the first few months, I'm sure it was a blast. I'm sure it was great and I'm sure it was fun. But after a while, it's just like, you know, what do you do now? Like, what are we supposed to do past the point of, like, doing all the cool, fun stuff? You just stop playing it, you know? It just stops being, like, fun. I love Digimon. Yeah, Captain C and Ben have been trying to get me on it. They've been trying to get me to play it. Which I will play eventually. Don't get me wrong. I will play eventually. Something about a time something? I can't remember. I can't remember the name of the game. Fuck. Okay, hold on. It's like time shift, something like that. Give me a second, chat. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Or not be right back. I'm right here. Let's see. Wait, why did... Actually... I never even changed off screen. I don't know why I'm putting the be right back on screen. So the movies I have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so you guys said, fuck it, I'll watch Jeepers Creepers. We're doing Weapons. And we're doing Hereditary. Hereditary. I gotta take my bias away because I love Hereditary. It's like one of my favorites. I gotta make sure that bias is... I gotta switch off the bias switch and make sure I judge this fairly. That makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're at 9 movies. Was there another one that I missed? We can watch Jeepers Creepers together, Marcus. Wait, really? Wait, actually? You want to watch that with me? I'm down to watch Jeepers Creepers together. I think that'd be fun. I think that was it for now. I think that might be it. Unless anybody else had said something that I missed. I think someone said Barbarian, actually, which I'm fine with rewatching Barbarian. I'll rewatch that. Barbarian. We could watch it on Kick. Wait, actually? That'd actually be kind of fun. I want a hardcore survival Pokemon game where you have to manage hunger. The game teaches you this mechanic by making you eat your first starter in an emergency situation. Oh my god, that actually... Okay, wait. That would actually go hard. Watch No One Gets Out Alive. It's by the same people that made Ritual. Oh, really? I liked Ritual when I watched it. I will say, a lot of people don't like Ritual. No One Gets Out Alive. I know a lot of people don't really care for Ritual, but I thought the movie was interesting. I do think the pacing was strange, and I think the creature near the end really didn't get much screen time, and it was a bit of a bust in that sense, that it was just like it didn't get a lot of screen time. It got like a little bit, and then it didn't really do anything. Or The Ritual. I'll pick the first one. Because I actually have never watched No One Gets Out Alive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, we need 4 more movies. That's it. It's not as good as The Ritual, but it has its moments. Am I thinking of the right movie? The Ritual. The Ritual. It's the one that was like a Netflix movie, right? Yeah, and it's got the deer thing. It's got like that deer thing, and they go into the forest, and they all like fucking die. I had fun with the movie though. I enjoyed it. It was a good movie. I just do think the pacing was strange, and then the ending just kind of was a little lackluster. It was disappointing at the least. Like it was just a bit of a disappointing film towards the end, which was kind of sad. But what is the one that you were talking about though? No one gets out alive. No one gets out alive. I have never seen this movie before. Oh, I've heard of this film. Okay, I've heard of it. Is Hereditary the movie where Goat Kato plays the kid with the weird fucked up face? Okay. Okay, man. What? Yeah, Goat Kato's in that movie actually. Yes, Goat Kato plays the sister. It's so mean. I actually love that they did cast that kid, man. I'm sorry, bro. I'm so sorry. She does have that fucked up face. You know, I'm not trying to be mean to her or anything, but like she's just got that face, you know? Like she's just it's just like I'm not trying to be like listen, I'm not trying to be mean, but it's just like yeah, she does have that like fucked up face. I mean, that's it. She does have it. I don't make the rules, man. I don't make the rules, okay? I don't make the rules. She just kind of has that fucked up face. Okay, so now we're down to 4 movies left. I only need 4 left. I hope you guys are basing it off of horror, like actually like making me jump out of my seat and shit my pants, okay? If you don't, you're going to get severely punished. That's the aim of the game. If you give me something that isn't scary, I'm going to punish you physically. Harm you even. I want you guys to make me scared. Marcus? Poor goat. What's up, Rao? Watch Ex Machina, Jacob's Ladder, The Thing, The Mist. Oh shit, Rao gave me all last of them. Fuck. X. I'm assuming these are horror movies. Jacob's Ladder. Watch Possum. I actually just recently watched that one. That's the one that, fuck. Fox suggested that one. The Thing. I do love The Thing. I actually have that one on DVD. It's a great movie. The Mist. I don't think I've ever actually watched... Have I watched The Mist? Is that the one with the... No, I have watched The Mist. I don't know why I thought... I don't know why I thought I didn't. I think I was thinking of The Fog. I have watched The Mist. Long time ago, though. You want to watch Jacob's Ladder with me right now, Marcus? What the fuck? Okay, hold on. Jacob's Ladder. I gotta make sure that these are all horror movies. Jacob's Ladder. Okay, yeah, they're all horror movies. Rao gave me the horror movies. Right now. Right now is crazy. We can do a stage on Discord. That would be fun. That would definitely be fun. Jacob's Ladder. I thought you wanted to do fucking Jeepers Creepers. I thought you wanted to do that. Or is this one available on... Oh, this one's on fucking YouTube for free. Oh, okay. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 movies. Okay, we got it. Which one do you want? Either or, let's see. Jeepers Creepers. This one is, okay, they're both free. Free on Tubi. Whichever one. I mean, it works out fine. It's whichever one you want more, Rao. Which one do you want more? Make a kick so you can violate copyright, Marcus. Perry is hideous? What do you mean? Wait, why are you randomly saying that? Watch Critters? Critters. Let me look up Critters. Critters. Oh, hell no. I'm not watching that shit. You got me fucked up. I'm not watching Critters, man. You are insane right now. Yeah, we can do it right now. I mean, I was going to end stream soon. He looks like Perry? Oh, yeah. Wolfie does kind of look like Perry. I was going to end stream literally like now because my wife is coming home pretty soon. Give Rao his movie nights before he fires you. Rao's telling me to join the stage. Okay, I'm in the stage. Give Rena mod. I'm supposed to give Rena mod. It's so good, I promise. Rao's got me in your chat, but I can't watch this here. I definitely cannot watch these movies here. I'm like in a stage with Rao.
Marcus.
I'm Rao. Okay, give me a second. Wait, give me a second. I gotta end stream. I'm gonna end stream then.
Do you want to know some lore about this movie?
I do want to know some lore about this movie.
It's the movie that inspired the Silent Hill franchise.
It is? Oh,
yeah.
Shit. I've actually never heard of this movie before. I'm so tired of being forced into mod. Then you don't have to have it, Rena. I'm not going to give it to you. You can stay like just a regular chatter. You can just be like normal for once, you know?
YouTube mod literally means nothing.
No, you get a blue shield. 1 hour of people waiting. That's pretty awesome. Rouse, start up a kick stream. Are you gonna kick stream or something, or?
I can. Do you want me to kick stream?
Is that how people? That might be what people want. I think they want to like watch it there, or they watch it here. It looks like everybody's coming in.
There's a stage. People can watch it through the stage.
Yeah, people can watch it.
It's probably going to be easiest.
Yeah, it might be easier if you guys just join the stage. If you guys are in his Discord, you know, you guys could just join the stage and watch the movie.
Just drop the link or something in chat, yeah.
I'll
be right back. I'm going to go like take a piss and get something to eat. Maybe like 10 minutes.
Okay. I'm going to give him a chance to come watch a movie with us. You guys can come and join us then. You guys can come and join and like watch a movie and like have a good time. I'm gonna leave stream up for just a second before I end to let you guys kind of join if you guys would like. Wait, can they hear me? Can the audience, can these people in the audience hear me, dude? Okay, chat, I'm gonna end stream. Bye.